You just got in the game. Top of this game. You lame. And you will remain. Nigga, I've been in the game. You just got in the game. Top of this game. You lame. And you will remain. Yeah. Nigga, I've been in the game. Fool, you just got in the game. Top of this game. You lame. And you will remain. You rapping on checks. Not beats by the bird, then they did the same. You highly insane. You think you can fuck with my big brody flame?
See, I ain't never had a reason to smile, cause I really was on some fuck you nigga shit. But now I feel like laughing at you pussy ass niggas. You know, I'm smiling at you pussy ass niggas. I know you bitch ass niggas ain't really no gangsters and y'all don't want to see no murder. You hear me? So now I'm an old head. You hear me? I'ma just say fucking and just live life and fall on really no. I'm a watch collector. I got shit that I can't pronounce. I know you old lame ass, pussy ass, hating ass nigga. Can't even pronounce it your motherfucking self because you don't even know what it is.
Nigga, I've been in the game. Fool, you just got in the game. Top of this game. You lame. And you will remain. You rapping on checks. Not beats by the bird, then they did the same. You highly insane. You think you can fuck with my big brody flame? We making it rain. Rush camp, my niggas, we leaving a stain. On the whole rap gang. I ain't writing, I'm just freestyling that game. Winning at a young age. Had something to do by the way I was raised. I done been in the cage. Looking at 35 years for them guns and the blades. All these hoes was amazed. Left a nigga high and dry when I showed them the pay. Should've seen the whole fade. When I got out, it was like a nigga rose from the grave. From the home of the brave. In the pen, knocking niggas out. I was cold with the fade. Bobbing and weaving on niggas. Anybody get to give a fuck about age.
Yo, am I in there? Oh, I almost fumbled the bundle. Almost fumbled the bundle, man. Let me get that. What's up, y'all? J83, what up, man? What we doing, man? Hey, they said that mag was gonna pop up at the door, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for that. I need to see it happen. Get that 100 out the way. I told you, we're going to knock that 100 out. We knocked it out. The Wake and Bake. Salute to the Wake and Bake family. Everybody that come watch the Wake and Bakes, even the haters. Salute to y'all for running it up for us. You know what I'm saying? Making record-breaking numbers, the amount of streams and, like a lot of channels, I mean, let's be honest. They don't do 100 streams in a year, Like you see a channel, I mean, you know what I'm saying? They might do a couple streams here or there, you know what I'm saying? But they're not just coming through with the sledgehammer like we do. Let alone live streams, just videos, period. We just say, you know what? Because I don't like the upload time. I'm one of those dudes. I don't like uploading shit. We just going to go motherfucking live. I think my channel will be double better than what it is if I upload shit. And, maybe I might get into that. Maybe I might get into that. You know what I'm saying? Janae Johnson, what up? Salute. Oat Man in the building. Salute. Everybody in the building, smash that like button. You know what it is. We gotta do it for the algorithm. The algorithm, it's a mean place. Okay. We got to hit that like button, get everybody in the building. Salute all the winners. People that just want to win in life. Period. You want to win in life, we just want to salute you. You dig? All the way. A.P.B.T magazine. Look, man, it's been a hell of a road. It's been a hell of a road, man. It's been a hell of a road, y'all. Let's be real. Deli in the building, salute. Bloodthirst in the building, salute, my brother. Salute everybody. It's been a hell of a road, man. You know, I just want to have that comeback story. You know, I mean, my shit wasn't as good as Rocky's, right? My shit wasn't Apollo Creed and Rocky and those guys. Mr. T and the motherfuckers. Right? But sometimes when I'm riding down the street and shit, you know what I'm saying? And them blades, you know, I hit that corner, you know, and I see the reflection of them blades chopping, you know, blowing on a 2.2, a fat ass 2.2 in my raw paper. I gotta think like, you know what? This has been a hell of a comeback, dog. You know, it's been a hell of a comeback. You feel me? Salute to all the custers that want to see me down. You know, you want to see me down, right? So I gotta salute you because you the motivation to all this shit. Motherfuckers that count you out, you know. They think that they could dictate how your life should go, right? You know? And then the whole time, they don't be having no motion. Why? Why is that? You would have to ask. You would have to ask, like, what roadblocks were some of these dudes trying to do? Since Buck City Kennels came back, we done turned so-called street dudes into civilians. You know, they getting up on here snitching and shit. And that shit was cool before Buck City came back around. You know, nobody was calling them out on it. They knew they were snitching, but nobody was adamant about ridding the community, you know, like I was. So it can be a better place. And we don't have dudes just hovering around looking for dead carcasses. You know, hit the like button if you hear me. Let me know you hear me. If just hit the like button. That's all you got to do. You feel me? So it's been a lot of levels to this shit. I'm telling you now, it's been a lot of levels to building. You know, getting my story out here. I think that's most important. A lot of people just want to be heard, you know, like I don't want a motherfucker smearing a whole bunch of negativity about me if I can't even show you what I'm doing. Like, even if I don't respond, it's like, at least let me show my work ethic. RBG, what up? Bub Johnson, what up? Smash that like button, y'all. Let's get in here. It's gonna be a busy day. It's gonna be a busy day. But hey, we wake up for this every day. I don't remember having no days off. I don't remember. I thought we was working, networking all across the globe. You know? Get down to it. You know, we always gotta dig into something that gonna open up a little light. Smash that like button. Yeah, these dogs right here. You know, this was a good pocket of dogs, man. I'm gonna show you why. Imperious Kennels, you know, they were doing some really good breedings back in the day. As you can see, some of the, because we talk about tight bred dogs, we talk about scatterbred dogs, we talk about, you know, a lot of different dogs, and then you got to look at the trend in which a lot of these dog men go. And you see, you know, time and time again. Like these guys were in I think Peru, if I'm not mistaken. So like they go by kilograms and shit. They weighing their dog in kilograms. You know, that'll let you know that, you know, this ain't no American dog. It's American dog, but um, you know. So when they acquire something, because they had to get this dog, and let me go back. Hold up. Okay. So okay, so they were the breeder and the owner of this dog. Who owned this one? Okay. So you'll see them because they took this to the Invicto blood, right? They took this blood right here to the Patrick dogs. And to me, that made a huge difference. So for them to get a really tight bred, I mean, people will say this is an Eli dog, right? I mean, we go through this. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. Skull, Maverick, right? They're Scream dog. You know, a lot of these dogs, they go back to Maverick. You know, Maverick is one of the, if we want to put it on the Mount Rushmore of the Eli dogs that have Eli, Bully Son, you know, he might not be on the Rushmore. Maverick, maybe. Midnight Cowboy, Maverick. He made his name. You know, that dog was bred a lot of times. He made his name in the game. Right. Plenty of breedings. Clemens Maverick too. You know, you gotta see some of the similarities when it comes to breeding styles that they did. So yeah, they did take it back to the Bolio Tombstone stuff, and eventually diluting this concept out. I see that a lot. I see a lot of dog men they grabbing a lot of this Eli blood, but they're diluting it out with their other lines, and they're able to get those over the top dogs, like those dog of the years and all of that. A lot of them are heavy. Red Boy Jocko, Bolio, Tombstone, Red Boy Jocko, Red Boy, they're heavy on those dogs. So, you got to look at that. So they bred us. So Clemens, he probably wasn't holding on to a bunch of these, but you'll see the same trend. They're putting the same type of stuff. Nigger Toby, Zebo dog, all of those dogs. More Boudreaux stuff on the bottom. Blind Billy. So they, they were keeping those dogs like that. The Clemens and the, different breeders, they're going to keep those dogs tight on the Eli bred dogs, Blind Billy dogs. Hard and Finish, what up, man? Maverick too. That's a nice chip of the old block. Some of this stuff. Born in 96. So this would be about 30 years ago. You would see dogs bred this way. 20 years. You see some of these guys would be old. They'd be getting real old about 20 years ago. But born, damn near 30 years ago. That's incredible. So let me see what they did. Yeah, so Maverick, we can't deny that Maverick is one of those guys when it comes to the Eli bloodline or whatever's left for the Eli bloodline. Okay, so this one right here. And then they took this dog back to that Macho Crab dog. Another beautiful dog, beautiful conformation. A lot of people, they talk about the conformation of the crab dogs. I think they're looking at that broke jaw bitch or that jawbreaker, whatever her name was. I think she comes down off of Hitler. She comes down. I forget where she's at exactly. But they got a picture of her. She's got rickets and whatnot. And a lot of times people wasn't really focused on that. I talked to a guy and he had a dog that suffered with that too. Yes. And I mean, you get dogs with fucked up conformation, but this dog right here was nice. Bred really good. Okay. Oh, so they got the redneck dog, and then they took the redneck dog, and they had the Invicto dog. So then they started crossing this back into their Boudreaux stuff. That's pretty much what this is right here. Salute to Cracking Kennels. I mean, we're looking at this old history. You know, we can go back a little bit. You know, this dog, you know, this was posted shit 15 some odd years ago. And you see Hitler way in the back right here. This dog named Hitler back here. You know, salute to the team because they actually got one right off of him. You know, this one right here is King Tombstone, dog. You know, and that's what I'm talking about, teamwork, because you know it just can't happen without that. You know, being able to be in position to get something. This is off the frozen semen, of course. You know, you're looking at, you know, how you get a dog 30 years back. DNA profile, all of that, everything certified, you know, we're looking at hundreds of years old, hundreds, literally in the first 3 generations. You know, I mean, sometimes we got to look at a pedigree and go through the first 2 generations and look at the age of the dogs. And you know, because of the preservation, sometimes you just got some old ass dogs, but in most cases, you know, frozen semen, you know, you're putting a 30-year dog there. You know, let's put 30 here. You know, you're gonna put about 35 on these guys if he's 30, and then it's gonna be, you know, so it's 100 years right here. You know, just this right here. You know, this bitch, she's a young bitch, you know, under 5, maybe 5, under 5, somewhere around there. A matter of fact, I know exactly how old she is. She's about 4. You know, this bitch might be about 4 years old. I remember that litter. So but this one's like 25. You know, this bitch might be about 8 or something, 8 or 9 or 10, you know, and this motherfucker's 30 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's 15 to 20, 25 years. Okay, yeah, you see. So it's 20 years since this was posted. You feel me? That pillage dog, right? Just some genetics, just for, you know, none of this is for illegal purposes. You know, it's just sharing some of the bloodlines that dudes got while we chopping through this shit. In case you don't, in 5 years from now, you hear about this. Oh, fuck. He said he got one right off of Hitler. You know what I'm saying? You need to take advantage of that type of shit instead of letting it, you know, like, you know, when you're playing basketball and you go up for the rebound and you just let the ball doink you in the head. You can't do that. You got to do better. You know, you got to see this shit, and like, this isn't some, and I was gonna name one of the channels that I don't fuck with, but this isn't that, right? You know, so salute to the team once again. Always staying up to date with everything. Musician, what up? Vito, salute, my brother. See, salute everybody. Smash that button. We just crawling through some pads. I'm waiting on my magazine to pull up. You know, I got the notification the day before yesterday. FedEx said they was pulling up today, man. No later than tonight, 8 p.m. But I think they said it was gonna come between like 9 and noon or something like that. So I'm excited. I got one rolled up. If it don't come today, I'm gonna be pissed. But it's here. So we got to get it. We got to get it, man. Let me open it up now that we're here. We at this point. So let me do this. Yeah, I like this. Let me see, because this stripe, I got this one connected straight to my joint now. So if y'all want to get your order up right now, for volume 2, ain't gonna be no big announcement. You can hear me. You can hear me from here. You can hear me. There go the link right there. If you're not gonna be on if you're gonna get shipped out, let's say it comes today, you're getting shipped out today or tomorrow at the latest. So everybody else, of course, you can't get shipped till Monday. So if you get yours on this stream right here, you will be shipped out today or tomorrow morning. A.P.B.T magazine. A.P.B.T. Get on over there. Get on over there, y'all. Get on over there. It's time. It's time now. Yeah, they told me that shit'll be at the door. Once you do that, it's over. It's overtime. Overtime. My boy Vanoy Overton, he used to play for the Huskies. Washington Huskies, UW. That's that was right down the street from the hood, in Seattle. And they was good. His name was Overton. And we used to be like, it's Overton. You know what I'm saying? When it's over, it's Overton. And he had defense, man. I remember when I got out the pen, because I was dope in basketball. I went to the pen and just, man, I was hooping every day to where before I went in, I was practicing on, some shooting and shit with, another good dude that played for the Huskies. And so I went up in there and, we hooping and shit, getting it in, getting in shape, hooping like a motherfucker. And I got out and just my hand speed and then, everything was crazy to the point where, I was beating everybody one-on-one for money, not no extremely tall dudes, of course, I wasn't playing like no 6'4" dudes and, shit like that, but, dudes my size, I'm creaming their ass, and, my cousin, he was like, he got somebody that could beat me out. I said, I beat anybody. I'm gonna beat anybody. I beat anybody. And he tried to get Vanoy Overton on me. I'm like, this guy plays for the Huskies, dog. Like, why are you trying to get literally a guy that could have he probably should have went to the NBA on me? Come on, man. It's Overton, man. I'm gonna start using that again. Let me get this one up here. Hold up. Go ahead and get that, man. That's the link right there. You'll get there. You could do all the shit. I even think they got the one joint where you could goddamn you can you can make payments on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, technology's a motherfucker, man. Get your magazine, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Get your magazine, support the movement. We've been getting it in for a while. This is 100. Wake and bake. 100. Yeah, some of this shit they ain't gonna let you upload on here. Let's get it in. Hemi James, what up? Pull out that pull out all that packing equipment and get to packing. The post office, they're gonna be like, oh, you back. You're back again. Yes, sir. Hey, we gotta smash it in. Smashed in. So we waiting on them to pop in, man. You know what I'm saying? On that link. I don't want to do the Cash App right now. Not just yet. That Cash App, one thing about it, you run up that Cash App, they'll have your shit. They'll have your shit locked down. You got to have that business account, all that, you know. You can't be fucking around. That Cash App ain't no joke, brothers. So do that. I got the account set up all ready for it. Put it back on that one. And you know, that one ain't had too much traffic, so you know, everything should be good moving forward. Nobody's attempt should get rejected. But I had to get that one up just in case it do drop. And I know it will. That I can just go straight up with the release. And we can get it going from there, fellas. Demonetization, everything. What do we do? Just keep pushing through it, right? Oh yeah, we got it going. Yes, sir. Big Saul. Big Saul, what up? I'm in the window like Malcolm, waiting for the FedEx truck. Hold up, hold up. Man, look. Get that mag link again. Hold up. Get that mag link again. Technology. It's a lot of good breedings going on out there, man. All right, let me see. Here we go. Motherfucking Saul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What it do? What it do?
Oh, you know.
How everybody doing today, man? But we finally got this rain to stop, man. Shit, I had to get out and do some work, man.
Oh, that rain, huh?
Yeah, man, that shit finally done stopped, man. God damn, man. The sun is shining bright, man. I'm ready to talk some shit, swallow some spit, and scratch into some shit, man. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Yes,
Let me
sir.
see. Let me get Bub Johnson this link. Hold up. Boom.
Oh shit, Bub coming on? Shit, Bub, hey.
Nah, he went the link to the mag.
Oh, to the mag, to the mag, to
They
the mag.
you know, this on the them back
My
streets. I
bad. Go
told you,
ahead,
man, the
bag.
back streets is like the drive-through, man. We
Ooh.
prioritize
Ooh.
the back streets, man.
Ooh.
Mid
I like
show.
that. I like
Because
that.
that's where all the magic happens. You know, like we could get up on here and jaw jack and shit and you know all this
Yeah.
shit. You know, that's for entertainment.
Just for
See,
entertainment purposes only, man. But guess
business
what? That
ain't
mag is for
entertainment.
business.
It's just
The mag is
entertainment. If you're a
business.
boss, then yeah, it's fucking splendid.
Yeah, I mean. But guess
But
what?
nah.
The mag is for the business. Yeah, it's business. You know what I mean? The business thing always go. You gotta
Yeah,
keep that
fuck
going.
yeah. You know, Harden Finish.
Business ain't
Harden
no
Finish
fun.
got his in. Uh-oh.
Hey, if it ain't no business,
Hold
it ain't
up,
no fun.
man.
Is it?
Hold up. Harden Finish. Hey, man, salute to you, brother.
That I would do. Numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Yeah, like I said, it's
What's
gonna
on
be
here, man?
unless they pull up late, yours gonna be shipped out today. Now if they pull up late, I can't do nothing but ship it tomorrow. I got you, brother. Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, I'm finna get ready to send my shit in a few seconds. I'm out here putting up this meal and shit, man. Damn, man, this shit goddamn tougher than what I thought.
Yeah, now this ain't the official release, but we in the window like Malcolm right now,
In the
waiting on the
window like
mag.
Malcolm. I like
So
that.
yeah,
He said,
it ain't the release though, not yet. We just in the window waiting.
so waiting on the motherfucking
You
bus
know
to pull up. Waiting for the
that
school
part.
bus to pull up. Yes, sir. School bus will be there pretty soon. It's coming. Damn, y'all stink. God damn. I
Yep,
forget some shit.
yep, Vito. Just I ain't did nothing, so
Hey, tell
just make
Vito he
sure I
can't be
got it
motherfucking.
before it's time.
Hey, tell Vito he can't be putting his shit on reserve goddamn 4 months ahead of time and shit trying to sneak. Yeah, I heard. Hey, I heard him trying to sneaky one in there. Hey, he put his.
If you could change it on the link, I'm not sure. Hard and finish, but Peep, just make sure you shoot me a text on my it's my business line right here. I don't not call in, even though you could call in too. It don't matter. We get it in, man. But nah, hit me up on there. Just shoot me a text.
So
I'm
look
gonna
where
leave
everybody in this
everything on
bitch at.
red. That way, when I'm packaging up, I could just go through all that and then I figure it out. I got this. Appreciate the support though. Appreciate the
Absolutely.
support. Get them magazines right now if you want to get shipped off today or early tomorrow. Get in there. If not, you're gonna be shipped out next week. So be
So talking about
what's this
that
the
bull.
chance to be the first motherfucker with it. This is like the Jordans is coming out
Hey.
today, motherfucker.
Hey, quiet as kept, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. I already got my shit. Now, let me stop. Hey, motherfuckers start, throwing goddamn, they start throwing lemons at me and shit.
Yes, sir. Lil J, what up? Salute everybody, man. There go the link. If you want to jump the line, order the magazine, you click on that link. You could do it any kind of way. It's everything secured. Check it out. Do your research.
We solid over here, baby. Ain't no fuckery
And
going
the
on.
good thing is, if you're on that one thing where you saw the emails, let me get that back up here.
You want to get on this meal, girl? You want to get on here? You want to do a little bit of work? I'm gonna throw one of y'all on here to test it out.
If you get on that spreadsheet right there, then you'll automatically, you put your email in there. We're gonna once we get the membership back going, we're gonna do the email list and all that. They keep fucking us.
What you mean? What's going on? You said they keep fucking us. What, on the memberships?
You said what?
You said they keep fucking us.
Well, I've been demonetized for months.
Oh shit! Well, Big Saw got to tighten it up. Then I'm probably the cause of that shit, but I get a little out of hand sometimes.
Nah. They just, I don't know. I ain't gonna front. I don't know why they did me like that. Cosmon.
Man, what's the word, Jelly
Oh
Bird?
shit!
Man, man, we spoke you up, man, because we were sure talk about you yesterday.
Yeah.
What happened? Good, I hope.
Nah, we was talking bad about you.
Well, I was.
You a motherfucking lie.
Hey, cuz, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't got shit bad to say about you, brother. You know that. You know how
that's my dog, Big Saw. What it do?
Man, shit, man. Just out here enjoying this pretty ass blue sky, Carolina blue, man.
Man,
it's been raining since goddamn the middle of May.
It's crazy. It's still kind of cool. It's cold. It's cool up here.
Oh man, for real?
It's still cool. Been raining and
shit.
It's weird, man. Weird little
Buck
something.
Buck was running off.
You guys getting all that weather. You guys be wishing on us.
This shit. Hey,
man,
they say Seattle be raining all the time, bro.
Weather.
It do. It's raining up here like a mug, man.
Yeah, my cousin, he be coming out there to Seattle. He say shit, it rained him out, but he say he enjoyed himself. He say shit, he ain't got nothing bad to say about goddamn Washington. Say Washington got the best plants you can goddamn this side of the Mississippi. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, don't worry about that.
He said, "Don't worry about
it." Definitely up there. Been up there a while.
When my dudes, when my cousin or anybody, I just toss a zip on his lap, toss some papers or something. You know what I'm saying? Just like, here, little nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Cold-blooded.
Roll up.
Right, little nigga.
Do you?
Early morning waking, babe.
Sweating like a fucking slave. Oh man, I got to fire my shit up then.
Yeah, Buck City. Yeah, Buck City. You did what I'm talking about. It was a little bumpy for the last couple weeks. You hear me? But
yeah, man.
We about to put that together. We about to put that
God
together
is good, though.
in a real serious way. Huh?
God is good, though.
Amen.
All the time.
You know.
Amen.
All the time. Creative work in mysterious ways, man. But you know what I mean? If you can get through it, it's a revelation on the other side.
Man.
Talk about it. You dig what I'm talking about? And y'all gotta understand, you go through the most shit because you need to learn the most. He love you the most. That's why he take you through the most shit. You
For
dig
sure.
what I'm talking about? You gotta get the experience, or how you gonna help somebody else.
Well, he won't take you through nothing that he don't feel like you can't handle.
Oh
Exactly.
man. Well,
You
y'all
feel
preaching
me?
this morning,
Exactly.
ain't you? Shit, I'm finna start shouting. I'm finna get the Holy Ghost in this motherfucker.
Man, shit, the
For
dogs will
real.
make you do that.
Hey,
They
y'all
make you
preaching this
laugh, make
morning.
you
Damn right. Hey, that's my motto. What'll make you laugh will make you cry.
man.
I live by that.
That's for sure. Yeah,
Hey,
Buck City.
anybody in the
Yeah.
chat?
But I'm rocking with you, Buck City. We going that
I want
way.
to ask somebody in the
I'm,
chat. I want to ask anybody in the chat, do they mess with that black bag? And have they ever heard of that Dominator black bag? It's some new stuff they got out called a Dominator. Anybody heard about that? Anybody use that?
no, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, I got
Not
me a
yet.
bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it though.
Yeah, I got a bag yesterday. I'm seeing. I was just trying to see if
I was
anybody else
working
had
with
it.
him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah. Check they poop, see how they,
Yeah, exactly. All of that. Yep.
What's good?
Vito, what up?
What up? What up?
There you
Be
go.
dope.
Man with the master plan.
What's good, everybody?
What's the word, Jelly Bird?
Sitting here with this infant watching TV.
That's right. You got the
Vito.
Baby shark. Got that baby shark popping off.
I'm watching some shit on Netflix. These niggas broke out of jail.
Yeah.
Hey man, Netflix got a little cartoon, man. These little kids, man, they be on there cussing and y'all seen that? I think it's called Big Mouth. Anybody seen that shit?
Call what?
Man, these little motherfuckers, man, they bad as shit.
Escape at Dannemora. They broke out of Clinton and shit. They had the lady that worked in there help them and shit. She brought shit in for them to break out with.
Yeah. And cook her ass.
Man,
Oh yeah,
somebody
they
stole my
already
flip-flops off the top
put the
of my fucking
bracelets on
car.
that bitch. These niggas on day
Oh,
16 on the run.
Yep.
Game breaker.
What up, though?
What up, brother?
Cold-blooded. Man, somebody done stole my flip-flops off the top of my goddamn car, man. Ain't that some shit? These motherfuckers, man.
You trusted niggas with flip flops.
Man, them shits old as a motherfucker, too. That's the sad part about it.
Nigga just knew them flip flops was gonna scare you.
He thought he was gonna get him for the flip flops, didn't he?
Nigga say he leaving with something.
Motherfucker goddamn stole my motherfucking flip-flops
Say
off
I'm
the top
leaving
of my
with
motherfucking
something.
car.
God damn it.
God damn, boy, I done heard it all. Now I done seen it all. That motherfucker was fucked up, too. Boy, I tell you, boy. Damn.
Nigga got them bitches on right now at the package store. You just staring at the phone.
Too.
You gonna say something?
What city?
Yo.
Let me ask you a question, right? You know I like the Red Boy stuff and I like the Mike Myers stuff. Is Iceman still around?
Yeah, Iceman's around.
Huh.
Yeah, Iceman, he's very well around.
Hmm.
That nigga said,
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's that boy.
Once I go to 75-25 that way, I want to go to 75-25 the other way, leaning Red Boy, and then put them together and them Cosmon dogs. Right? I put them together when I put my two ways, because I want to go Red Boy leaning with the old family out 75-25, and then I want to go 75-25 old family with the Red Boy out, and then cross them. Right? Then I can stack them on top of each other like niblet dogs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there'd just be a couple dudes that could duplicate that, but not much. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes a motherfucker can duplicate that same type of cross with the same dogs, depending on what they got or what they got access to.
Right.
But it's still your shit, you know.
Yeah.
You bred it, you know. That's it.
I'm just peeping the sauce. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm just, peeping the sauce, and I kind of want to. And since I got access, I want to keep it one way. You dig what I'm talking about? The way I like it, the way it is now. So I'm gonna lean it that way, and then, but like the other way that how it's acting because of the other stuff in it. So I want to lean it that way, and I think I bring them back together. I think they're good all along the way, but and hopefully getting better. But once I lean into my own, with my own, off my own, I think I'm gonna be right where I need to be. You know what I mean? But I like that consistency that's coming from them OFRNs, and I like that consistency that's coming from that mic shit. You get what I'm saying? So I think I got better chances with the mic stuff than even with the Holland stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm not like red boy blind to it. I ain't got to cut back into the Hollingsworth stuff, the Cadillac stuff with it. I'll go back to Mike. You dig what I'm talking about? Iceman shit. I think that'll work, bro. I think that'll be it right there.
He said that's it.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's sauce. You dig what I'm talking about? That'll be sauce, just leaning it with the old family back. You dig what I'm talking about? But when you touch them bitches back up, nigga, I might breed a red devil.
So what type of sauce is it? Is it barbecue sauce, A1 sauce, or awesome sauce?
It's some soft West sauce. Straight off your ass. You dig what I'm talking about?
This nigga funny,
sauce, nigga. Whatever you try to give up, that's what we try to bite on.
Not the soft part. It was the soft part though.
hey, Cars. Hey, when you coming back to the 757?
Man, I'll be down there this year, bro. I'll be down there this year, because I gotta go see my auntie, my sister out there, my brother out there, my nieces, nephews. I ain't even seen my new niece yet. I got to go down there, so I'll be down there this summer.
You gonna bring a female?
No. Or you mean like my woman?
No, dog. Somebody in heat.
Shit, no. The one that I'm getting, she gonna be getting bread. Yeah. So I ain't gonna play with her. But I'll be down there, and I remember back in the day. Now there was some old. Until 06, I had never seen like a real Jocko dog. Till 06, I never really seen one. I heard about the Red Boy Jocko, but I never seen it. And it was real big. And but they could bite. But I had an old family that blew through that shit. You dig what I'm talking about? Oh, shout out to what's the old girl from the old Cold Steel? I think her name was Megan or Kelly. She passed. Anyway, I got that dog from some of the last stuff that she had on her yard that niggas didn't pilfer. You know what I mean? And it was a hell of a good dog, man. Hell of a good dog. You know what I mean? So if I can, but my partner has still got some of that old Jocko stuff. He still believe in it. I don't know what he got with it now, but he still got dogs. So You know, so I think so. I'll check on some of that to see if they got some of that down there. You know what I mean? Just to, you know,
Yeah.
see what's on the flow. Because it was a dog that bred down. I only got one breeding in with my Dutch dog. But he, from what I heard, and I need to run into my dude Tom again. But the last time I talked to Tom, he had a dog named Eli that was a son of Dutch, and he had already won 3, purportedly, allegedly. So you dig what I'm saying? And this was a while ago. You dig what I'm saying? So this dog will be old. He would have great grandkids and shit already, way longer than that. You know what I mean? So, but he was a good dog. We bred him to some Eli stuff that had some what do you call that damn not Eli Zebo Eli stuff, like that type of stuff breeding.
Oh damn.
It had some Zebo in it, but it actually ended up breeding a dog that I hear was pretty good. I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see it, but so I
you
hear.
still got some people around here that's cooking up.
Yeah, man, there's some shit around here, bro. It's some dog here for your ass. Got shit running up for years. You dig what I'm saying? I don't even know if they know if they got good dogs. You do shit with them, how you know?
Yeah.
Say.
Breeding.
Wake and bake. Hey, you know. Wake and bake. HED, what up? Quick FC, what up?
These bubblegum runts today.
Y'all niggas keep the good shit.
Bubblegum.
I ain't blowing nothing but fuck that. It ain't even worth it.
Your tolerance for it don't build up. You need something else. You don't never have to switch strands.
Oh, you gotta switch up. I can't even smoke the strand back to back.
Yeah. Get
Shit,
used
I
to that
can't.
shit.
It
I'm
gotta be
blowing that.
real good. And even after 2 days, I'm tired of it.
Oh no. See, we ain't doing that. We gotta at least blow for, you know. But I've been switching up, but
like if I but I can mix it with like 2-3 strains, I can make it a couple days. You know what I mean? I gotta have something else to blow or twist it with it, or you know what I mean, do something with it.
and I done blew. I was blowing that I think it was ice cream cake or it was something I had. I was blowing that for like 6 months.
God damn.
I was blowing that shit.
Fired to be 6 months straight.
I was blowing that for 6. I swear I was blowing that. It had to be 6 months. I think it was ice cream. No, I think it was ice cream sandwich. Ice cream sandwich. That's what it was.
Never heard of no shit like that before.
That shit was bomb. Woo!
Yeah, that's the type of shit you want. The shit that you don't burn out on.
That shit is bomb, bruh.
Like what type?
I get it because like if you dropping a crop, like let's say you drop your crop in October, it dry in November, and you done threw a few bowls that you grew yourself. That shit gonna last months. You dig what I'm talking about? So you could, you know, especially if you got 2-3 strains, that shit'll last, bro.
You like that shit you got to keep rolling up, or you like that shit that you be putting out? You put the blunt out and shit. Go back to it.
I like the shit that put it out. You know what I'm talking about? Like you hold the motherfucker in, put it out.
Oh smoking on the
80
same
years.
L all day.
Big
Yeah,
Zod,
I ain't
80.
got time to be trying to put him out. His motherfucker want to keep staying lit, like you know. Come on, bro.
That ooey,
You
ooey,
wasting my weed at this point, you know.
Y'all y'all know what's so crazy? The smoke just like the dogs. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm,
The real good ones are the true Zaza, the real exotics. The real
mhm.
exotics, not what they calling Zaz. The real
Right.
exotics, they not around like that. You gotta you be lucky to get your hand in that jar. And when
You
it's
know what
good,
they doing? And the
and when
crazy
it's good,
part is
and
they
when it's
taking some
good,
of this
it's
newfangled
gonna last. It ain't gonna get burnt out. You can apply that with the dogs. When the dogs get
say,
bred good,
yep.
or they real what they supposed to be, it don't fade. They stick around. And them
And
real
then
them,
the lock in on what you're saying, it still go back to the genetic pool. This is why they're going back now, creating the real Zaz. They're
yeah.
crossing in the original cuts and into land race strains, making this Zaza, right?
Same shit with the
Taking
dog.
land race indicas, crossing them with land race sativas or the new hybrid sativas and or whatever, making super strains. Like for instance, to make the real original Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie, they took the OG Kush breath, which we didn't know at the time. You know what it was? It was just called F1. But OG Kush breath had the OG Kush breath. He crossed that to a Durban's poison. That makes Thin Mint.
Yeah. It's only so
You
many
get what I'm
original.
saying?
It's only so many original. All the new shit come from crosses of the old shit. You know what I'm saying?
All of it's
And
Kim in the
and
last 30 plus
and,
years.
and, and just take it.
35 years, all of it's Kim. Don't matter
Yeah.
if you call it sour, don't matter if you call it sour dub, sour diesel, OG Kush. Don't matter if you call it Kim Dog, Kim Sis. Don't matter if you call it glue. Don't matter if you call it cookie. Don't matter if you call it GG4. Don't matter. The last even the White Widow strains. All of them which come from Kim cuts, different types of Kim, and depending on which one is the mother, which one is the father, they three-way crosses though, all of them. And this is how you get your original diesels. But if you mother it the other way and twist it the other way, it's Northern Lights.
Hold on, you cooking. So I'm gonna ask you this right here. When it come to them, we're gonna translate this to the dogs too.
Mm-hmm.
When it come to that, what changes? Like you said, those cuts. What matters the most? I know you don't
I
stay. I can
think
tell how you talk. No, I ain't no. We ain't going on thinking or beliefs. We gonna go on facts. You know what I'm saying?
no, we're gonna
What?
go on facts.
Oh,
We're gonna go on facts. But
shit.
I didn't seen the facts go in and still something come out different.
Yeah.
And that's with that variation in genetics.
No,
But
I ain't talking
what I
about
know,
the variation. I'm saying like, okay, when breeding, we're gonna say the plants first, and we're gonna switch it to the animals. They're looking for the best female cut that they can get.
mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna let if you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? If you woke, you
No,
woke.
no,
If you
no.
know.
I
No, I ain't
agree with
talking
you.
about. I translated that quote right there to the dogs. You know what I'm saying? With
Yeah,
the with the
I agree with you, and I see it to even break down exactly what you're saying right there. Let's get to the dog. Uh, the mother, right, or the egg, right, or the side of the genetics gives more of the structure generally. It's not always that
Oh,
way, and it can be one is more shaped like the father and one is more shaped like the mother, but generally the mother gives the overall structure
let
and
it cook.
basis of what it's going to be. Now,
ooh, ooh,
the the
Tabernacle.
ooh. I don't.
Hey,
Oh,
you greet your grease
oh.
popping right now, my
I
boy.
don't know, man. Go
and
ahead,
look,
cook
hold
though.
on.
Cook. Cook.
This is why in plants and dogs, the female is so important. If you ask a real breeder, he'll tell you a female who can throw them is more important than a male who can throw them. Why? Because she only gets a certain amount of breedings in her. And if she
So
is
how is she?
producing
So
them
how
like
is she
that,
more important? Wait, hey, hey.
because
Let
she always going
me
to, I
get
mean,
this
she's
fire
as
extinguisher, man.
important.
Get the bell.
So how is
Ding
she
ding
more
ding.
important if she gets less? Says and what thing in life is less better?
No. It's not less better. It's getting more better. But she only has a certain amount of eggs and a certain amount of time to breed great dogs. But that's all she does. And regardless to who she hits
Well, how
with,
is she
she
more
breeds.
important? Okay,
No,
so we got two cars, right? One car, I could drive this motherfucker every fucking day, right? But this other car, I could only drive them once every 6 months. Who's the better car?
well, I would say, overall, they're both important, right?
Oh,
And
you trying to put up a good argument.
right. But listen, this is why I'm saying it matters if it comes out of Ford or Toyota, because we know
Oh,
these.
so if it's a Toyota and I could drive it twice a year, it's more valuable than my motherfucking Thunderbird.
No,
A
no, no, no,
fucking
no, no,
86 Thunderbird, I could drive it every day.
no. You're missing the point. It's about structure. Remember, the female is going to tell you generally how it's going to look. So if I got a Toyota coming out on this side and I got 4 Fairlanes coming out on this side, depending on how I want to breed my dog, I should or build my car, I should worry about which place I'm going to build with, right?
Okay.
So this is why I'm saying if I got a female who no matter what throws dogs, and they generally look away and act away, right? Irregardless to who she breeds to, right? And then the better the dog that I'm breeding to her, the better them dogs get it, right? We gotta keep that in mind too, right? So the male definitely has something to do, but if I throw a general structure, if I can throw Chevys, or you dig what I'm talking about? If I can throw Chevys, you dig what I'm talking about? Even if I not putting Dodge engines in them, I still always throw Chevy. I can get good cars out of that.
Okay, so explain this then. If the female is more important, that's what this debate is.
I'm gonna back off the more. I'm gonna back off more important. I'm gonna say they're both important, and you can't have one without the other. Right? They're both important, but I think.
But more dog men have built yards around a male versus a female.
Well, that's because he's easier bred.
Honey bunch.
Right? He can just breed to anything, and he got a scatter shot. He got a scatter shot, and always he got music chances to win the jackpot, right? But she got to be on point every time. Right? She can't lose. So even though they're just as important, I would say there's a difference between Chevy and Ford. And I think Chevy, in the structure of the bodies and how they were thought out, come out a little bit better than a Ford in the end of the day.
But can we agree but the bitch in general, the bitch you talking, but the same bitch that holds so much fucking value is probably bred off of a male, right?
She bred off. Yeah.
So when just like, because I always like to use Bolio in this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, female, yeah, she valuable as fuck, but because of that motherfucker, you see what I'm saying? Like some motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about you sometimes, you know?
Right.
Sometimes, yeah, that female, she could be bred off of the same theory that I'm saying, that a male is more valuable. So yeah, you got her, she's nice, and that yard might build a whole bunch of females off of that dog and have success moving forward. But I think it all stems from, and Saul said honey bunch. You know, we can
Yeah,
break it
see,
down.
that's what I'm saying.
You know,
He was more
Who
important. He was more
bred
important than the
it's
male
different
dog.
dogs that's been bred up off females that
What you
was
think about that,
greater
Buck?
than their, it's female dogs that's been greater than their male components and still threw great dogs and bred to multiple dogs and threw great dogs regardless of who she bred to. Even
right,
though it's even, she is more important because she had the ability to put a great dog on the ground every time, right? And I would generally put the dogs are more better than coming out of a great female generally. Who you did what I'm talking about?
You got an iPhone on you,
your phone. Hey,
Why?
Hey, pop out and come back up,
That?
Cosmo.
Huh?
Your joint's
All right.
Borgin.
Yeah, I got one.
All right.
Hold up.
Yeah, Cos was acting like he was in underwater.
That boy, that joint was frizzing.
Yeah, he was Mission Impossible.
Now it's a good argument, man. You know, look, I'm thinking the male, my female's gonna come off of this male, you know?
Right.
Like
Right.
we ain't never gonna forget about grandpa. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Grandpa built this shit.
Right.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
So when them females come off of that male, you gonna breed them back? You gonna breed that female back to that male?
Fuck yeah. Shit, if he's that, then it's gonna be good dogs because of that. And if he's not that,
right,
you're gonna see them motherfuckers ain't gonna be shit. I'm telling you. You know, if he's that, it shouldn't be a problem to breed him back to his daughter. You know, right, you're preserving both sides.
Right.
But if he's just an average ass dog, that's the problem people make. You know, if he's just an average dog or he's just a good performance dog and he's not a good producing dog, right? Of course, you got to give him the chance. You got to breed him to good bitches. You know, that matters. You know, if you're trying to do a stud, you don't just want to breed him to a bunch of bullshit and then just say, get out there and produce, you know. But, you know, you got to weigh it out.
Yeah. I totally agree with what you're saying. I 100% agree. What I was saying when I made the comparison is when we do the studies on wake and bakes and general studies and just, you know what I'm saying, when you look, you take a deep dive, the male, to me, in my mindset, how I'm gonna run my program, you know what I'm saying, I'm just like you, Buck. That's how I'm gonna go about things, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But over here, like I said, back when you do the research and over time, certain bloodlines, famous bloodlines that we like to run, the male is the carrier, you know what I'm saying. The male what pushes the line forward, because you know what I'm saying, he's gonna have more offspring than the female.
Right.
But the bloodline sometimes be based off one of the key components is those females that get overlooked sometimes, you know what I'm saying. And I think like, again, I'm gonna go back to balance, you know what I'm saying. Life, dogs, everything is all about balance, you know what I'm saying. So I think they both play equal parts, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes but the in most cases the male being having more offspring, and just, you know, it could be like me and Buck approach, we're gonna be male dominant. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what that's what we're looking for. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what most of the time in cases of in studies like ours, that's what you're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? But I just the female is a very, very key part of the pie too, you know.
I believe so. And because if you have a great breeding mother who can
And
then
Cos,
turn
man, hey,
around,
your joint is clapping.
it's
Dang.
crazy.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
use your
crazy.
iPhone, man. Get off the Boost Mobile.
But that's crazy.
Ah,
Hey, I
Dang.
feel good.
Hold
My
on,
shit
I'm
need to be
trying to
doing
cook
that.
too. I
My shit
got
need to be
time
He
doing
said
today.
he on the burner phone.
I got time today.
that. Yeah, he on that motherfucker.
Shit.
He on that motherfucker. You can only make 3
I mean,
calls
it's a
off
good
of
debate, but like I
a day.
said, me personally, I'm thinking more on the lines of, yeah, I got females and yeah, they valuable, but they came off of a male. They came down off of something that you was looking for. We're not just out here looking for bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just not that common. I mean, this is common, but it's the majority of people, they're gonna try to go get something off of a male, right? And
Yeah,
most of the time, that bitch, we don't know who the fuck that bitch is. Most of the time,
and
like,
that's
that
his
bitch
honey
could
bunch.
be anybody, but it's off of him, right? Now you breed that bitch to some bullshit, ain't nobody buying it. But they breed these males that could produce to seemingly bullshit all the time. And then bitches end up getting a name for it. Like, oh yeah, she produced a couple dogs. I see it all the time, bro.
I
yeah,
believe honey bunch was more valuable than every male she ever breeded to.
yeah. It's times too though when guys I know, like you said, in majority times it's gonna be with the stud dog, but it's also the parallel of people only basing their stuff off a female. You know what I'm saying? You can go look at some pets sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about them. They say, "Oh, I did this just to double down on this bitch right here." But like Buck says, this bitch come off a male though. But it could just be simple. Every male dog we get,
But okay,
it
let
got
me
to
say
come
this
out.
then.
Go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. So what if the bitch is better than the goddamn her dad?
Now I'm about to show you niggas right now because I got time today.
We cooking. This
I'm
waking back.
about to show you niggas
What if the
right
bitch is better than
now.
her, than the
And you
father?
said honey bunch, right? You said honey bunch. So let's look at
Yeah.
her. Let's take a deep dive.
All right.
Let's take a deep dive, right? Okay. You don't even give a fuck about none of these bitches on this whole fucking page. All we do is talk about Blind Billy, goddamn Cracker, Trey Hands Rascal, motherfucking Eli, and goddamn Bully Son. That's it. Maybe Black Widow. We talk about Daibo. Them is them Daibo dogs. Like, come on, dog. You can't sit up here and talk about
I bet
that
you Mr.
anybody ever
Garcia
said
say she
anything
better than
about
all of them, Buck.
Bujo Candy. And that's Eli's mom. Nobody never say nothing about her.
Hey,
Or her mama, Tammy. When was the last time you
I
heard
believe
somebody
honey bunch better than all of
say
them.
her name? Eli, there's
You heard
dogs.
what I said, Buck?
Nah, what'd you say?
I
Nah,
said
go
she
ahead.
might be
What'd
better.
you say?
Honey bunch might be better than all of them.
That's cool, but that's
Can you
just
hear
an
me?
anomaly. That's an anomaly. So okay. So if you're gonna ride that hard, then what's the next one that we're gonna pick? Name one more bitch so I could dissect that. You see what I'm saying? It gets more and more not the trend of what, if we're just talking about trends. Yeah, you can get a
Black
good
Widow.
bitch, but 9 times out of 10, she's off of all these dogs, though. When you describe her pedigree, you ain't talking
But what
about none of these bitches.
if she better
Beauty T and shit.
though?
When was the last time a motherfucker said Beauty T?
But what if she
Trey
better
Hands,
though?
Beauty T. Like a motherfucker did a video about that. Let me Google that and see what comes up. Trey Hands, Beauty T. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody talking about Otis. You feel me?
Hey,
So,
somebody said in the chat, they might not know just because we ain't talking about them don't mean they ain't important though. You know. And then
but
I'm
it's
looking at
important
this.
that
I'm
we're
looking.
talking about a trend, though. If we're talking about the trends, we're talking about the female being the most important ingredient versus a male, right?
I'm just
And
playing
then we
devil's
look
advocate, you
at
know.
No,
probably
no. Hey, well,
the best
Yeah,
bitch
what
ever.
he say in the chat?
Mr.
Probably
Buck, hold on,
honey
Mr.
butter.
Buck. To make this to keep this professional, you got to take the most off of it. We didn't say most, we just said important.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? You got to take the most off of it, sir. It become biased when you say that, sir. You just got, we go. Let's go with that. But when I can't say I
Well,
can't.
no, he changed it after it started swaying, but
No,
that's what
that's
it
what I'm
was.
saying. He,
You
but
go burn it.
I was the one with the original question. We was talking about it. I never said the best anything. The only thing I said was the people who do the plants. They look for the best female, and then I
Right,
transferred that.
but you can't always transfer it.
Right,
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the males, yeah, we know that they just, they gonna make the female, you want to get those out of there. See, they're not doing that with the APBTs already. From that ground right there, you could already know that you can't compare it to plants because the culling process is way different. Like you culling all the males. You feel me? You're not doing that with the APBTs. The males are no good in plants unless you're just trying to breed, right? I don't grow weed, but am I
Hmm.
right? The males are no good in that field. That's all I'm saying. But I thought Cosmon,
They
was gonna
still, yeah,
argue.
they still play a factor. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't cultivate. I just know. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of research, know stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
Well, no, I
they
think you
hope.
need a male to make well, unless you just use clones. You
Yeah.
just clone. I guess that's how they doing it. But if you start from a seed and you do it that way, then I'm going to get rid of my males. I at least know that much, you know. And then if you keep males around, that's how you crossbreed them. You know, you have
Right.
a male around of a certain strain, and then he pollinates. That bitch comes in the flower. She produces seeds. And then you grow that up and look for the best female, like you said.
Yeah.
Out of that, I
One
grow
time.
that. I splice that gene. I grow those up. I look for the best female. I make my clones off of that. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm. And I think also, when he was talking to like, once it gets so far out there, you have to take one of the original males, you know what I'm saying? You got one of the when you got the most dominant female you was looking for off the original crop, you wanna if a male appears, you wanna save that pollen because later on down the line you're gonna have to use it to you feel what I'm saying? And we was just using it. Well, I use that analogy for dogs, you know what I'm saying? Because it was going on where they do the same thing. It'll be to my mental transfer is the same thing as going back. You got a certain line of dogs or whatever, and you wanna inject it with that old spice, it'll be the same thing as going to get a old straw from somebody.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was that was my comparison was going, you
But
know what
no,
I'm
I
saying?
didn't have an argument with you. It's
Right. Yeah,
Cosmon. Cosmon was
yeah.
talking what he was talking. That's when I went like this. And I
I
said, wait, wait,
heard you.
wait,
I
wait,
heard
wait,
you. You
wait.
said,
That's
"Oh,
what
I
I
heard you." I said, "Oh shit."
that's where I came in at.
Yeah, I
But
knew
yeah.
where you were going. You can, when you pay attention to detail, you can tell which way. You know what I'm saying? And I
But
wasn't.
it's open. Like I said, he pulled up her and Honey
Yeah.
Bunch, and she could have been better than Bully Son and all that. That's yet to be determined because Bully Son got a hell of a fucking rap sheet too. You
Hey,
know.
but when you just looking at this honey bunch pedigree, you got double blind Billy, but it's double black widow too.
And then Finley Boza, Rom, like, you guys is, rascal and shit. Like, how is she better than all these motherfuckers? Like, I don't know, dog.
I don't
I
know
don't
neither.
fucking know, bro. I don't know. She bred to a lot of giants, dog. I'm just saying. She bred back to her son. You know, Finley Bull, he's a ROM. He ain't no fucking slouch. Let's look at his shit. You know, this dog ain't no damn slouch. That's that Kobe line, you know, dogs. And he produced with other bitches too, you know. So it ain't like he needed that hoe for a motherfucking handout, you know. He's producing with other bitches too, you know. So he was a damn good producer in his own right. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, with her, yeah, it produced great.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But so was this, you know, and it wasn't that bitch. It's actually triple bred Finley Bow. Just like I said. You see what I'm saying? So if he's him, like I said, you could cross him back up. And you still should get good shit because he's the truth. You know, and they got the little 4 times, but then they got the honey bunch way down there. You know, that's dope, man. I'm glad I clicked on this. I'm glad we went down this rabbit hole. But nah, Finley Bow wasn't no punk, man.
Nah, Philly
You
Ball
know,
bad motherfucker.
you know, let's do, I mean, we could dig through it, you know, shit, Otis wasn't no punk. Otis wasn't no motherfucking punk. Let me see. Okay, he got okay, this one right here. This ain't off Honey Bunch. Rascal shit. You know, ROM. I guess it, you know, went on to produce some shit. Let's see if they went back to the Honey Bunch. Cause that's what I look at. I'd be like, okay, so what did they go back to? You know, Honey Bunch shit, Jeep. They went back to the Jeep shit, you know. So it all got relevance. You know, she wasn't just on a fucking island, like Saul said. She wasn't just on a damn island by herself, man. You know, let me see what these guys did. Okay, that's more Honey Bunch Rascal stuff. Bully Son. If she's even off Bully Son, that's yet to be determined. Nobody would never know. You hear shit. People say she's not. You know, I don't know. I think she is. You know, even with this cross right here. Well, no, not this cross, but with the Jeep dogs, the Finley Bow. See, it's all trying to get in there. Yeah, man. Yeah, we get it in though. You know, I mean, it's debatable. Everything's debatable.
Facts.
Put it on the table. I think they was because the males is probably just more famous, bro. That's how it is with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's probably way more females that's, you know, they probably was better than the males. You know what I'm saying? And there might be a couple yards where a dude just only had good bitches and just produced good dogs. You know, I had one bitch. I went through a time like my first, I'll say 10 years almost. You know, I bred this bitch. Her name was Miss Jade, and she was for like 8 years. She was the only bitch I had on my yard. You know, throughout her duration of her life. You know, she was like one of the only ones. You know, I had a couple other ones, but I was running a male heavy yard. So, and she was all I needed. You know, I breed everything to her, you know, but those males wasn't no slouch, even though I didn't have that much shit to breed them to, because I wasn't having a whole bunch of females and I wasn't going outside my yard. You know, it was like a closed quarters type of shit. You know, I would never let my bloodline out. You know, you hear these myths, we hear all this shit. So you try this shit, you know, and then the motherfucker end up don't have shit. You know, you can't, you gotta let something out. You gotta let something out. Can't keep all your eggs in one basket.
Huh?
Yeah, man. What else we talking about, man?
I don't know where you want to go, but let me see. I'm
My
thinking.
joint ain't even done. What we talking about?
Mm. Um, which dog over your time that you lost that put you in the mindset? You know, we probably all been through this, or maybe some have. I don't know, but that damn that made you want to stop.
Two. Yeah.
Like that motherfucker you done did everything right with, and it was almost that time, and you been protecting him and cultivating him or her. Or it could have been a pup, it could have been in the early stages, you know what I'm saying? Just something you done bred up or something, maybe something you done purchased. And it was that one it's expressing itself. You got high regard, you know, they done showed you high regard to it, and something happened. And you
That's
like, man,
that's that's crazy. He bring that up, 'cause that just happened with my brother. He lost his bitch. He was about to throw 20 years away and say fuck it. Had a yard
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah. Nah. It was a bitch name. Her name was Zika Day. Little bitch. And I wouldn't say that she was nowhere near like the best dog or no dog. I just spent a whole bunch of time talking about maybe once or twice, you know, she was I wouldn't say she was, you know, something that's just a great dog, but it was just the timing in which it happened, you know. It was just like, damn, you know, that shit hit a little bit different. You know, you just kind of just be like, fuck. But I never ever thought about getting out the dogs though. It just kind of, I think that was the lowest point.
yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
it's still, you know, it was low. It was low. It made me not want to do certain projects, certain things. You know, there was a couple breedings that I just postponed and shit like that. Just kind of didn't put too much effort into you know what was going on at that time. Just kind of took a break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I had mine was man. It happened a couple times to me, but the first one, man, was I had got past the rookie stages and I got me a good one, man. There's a Mayday Eli Cross, and I'm fucking with it every day, man. I'm walking in, I'm doing everything with it, man. He look good, perfect conformation, big square head, look, man, you come see this one of the dogs that everybody want to come see. Man, they say you got that, man. Let me see him. They say, you know, one of them. He was expressing himself great. And I had this supplement, it's called Dog Forte. It was like a egg supplement. It was for I forgot what I was using it for. I think it was for energy or something. Long story short, the dog got into it and digested it. And one day I came out there messing with him and he just fell over dead. And I was like, ooh,
Damn.
that was a whole six. Soon like I got him off the chain and I got him you know, got his heart rate up. Yeah, I didn't even get his heart rate up. Soon as he went to bark, soon as he started trying to show energy, he had ate it. And he I guess he had a heart attack. I think that's what happened. And man, I was like, I don't even know if I want to do this no more. Like I feel like I couldn't say I didn't want to do it because I still had dogs, but it was like, oh man, oh
Yeah.
yeah. One of
No,
them.
that hurt. It shit hurts. It hurts. You know. Hold up. Hold up. I didn't even see it. Hold up. The super chat. Super
I
chat.
never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Cal P cracking is cracking. Hey, salute to you, brother. Salute to you. And I think that's your rock got a mag. I think that's you, man. If it's not, hey, appreciate whoever just ordered the magazine, man. Let's get it.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Yeah, we're gonna be at that post office. Postal. US Postal. Yeah, me and CC like getting out. You know, I don't like taking them out. Everything's already here, you know, the yard, everything, you know what I'm saying? So just for his safety, you know, I just like to let him chill. But man, he loved going out. So we're gonna be out, man. See what's going on today out in the neighborhood on this beautiful day.
So, Buck, which was
Yo.
your first dog that put you on another level? That you know, like that you knew for sure. It wasn't no more thinking or none of that. It was without a shadow of a doubt. I'm him. I'm that guy.
Oh, okay. So
Besides Mike.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. I got, and I always say this, I got real lucky with these dogs. You know, like my first bitch was incredible. You know, my first male, you know, it was incredible dogs. You know, I made that first breeding. You know, I was young. I made that first breeding, and we basically kept them all. And the trial and error, two puppies ran off, couple, you know what I'm saying? We young. You know, gave one to my aunt. Uh, she ended up bringing the motherfucker back. I lost the other two. Uh, one of them tried to take the mama out and lost her. So then I hit my boy Paul Pitts. He be jumping on here sometimes. He had Miss Jade the whole time. So I was like, I need that dog. You know, I paid him damn near 20 years later. Forget that bitch back. I needed that bitch. I got her. You know, she was a good ass dog, great dog. And I had her litter mate brother from my cousin Big Ran. That was little Jimmy. And fucking we ended up breeding fucking little Jimmy and Jade back together. You know what I'm saying? A brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? And got a whole line of dogs. Little Payday, Cash, fucking Drew Down, fucking, you know, I remember it like it was yesterday. You know, they were good ass dogs, you know, but that's when I first knew that I was lacking something right there. When I did that brother and sister right there, those dogs was a step down from the first original cross. I seen that, you know, and then I started doing this. You know, we added a little boils in there, you know what I'm saying? And just the phenomenal dogs. I started dibbling and dabbling with the buck dogs, you know, more Red Boy Jocko dogs, but fucking with the buck dogs, you know, and just that whole journey, you know, just being a student, paying like you weigh, you know, it costs a lot of money to bulldog, you know what I'm saying, for fucking 30 years and shit, you know what I'm saying? So You know, it was ups and downs. You know, you lose shit. Dogs get stolen.
Think you done spent over $1 million.
Know this and that. Partnerships go bad, sour, but it ain't never outshine the good people that you meet in these dogs. You feel me? That was one thing that's always stuck with me. Like you meet some real good dudes in these dogs. That's why we got to put each other to a higher standard. You know.
Facts.
I agree.
You think you done spent over $1 million in these dogs, Buck?
Nah, hell no. Maybe a couple dollars, man. You know, most of my dogs is free, man. I breed my own shit. You know, I look at a whole yard full of shit that I bred. You know, yeah, there's pieces
Hey,
that
you
you
done spent
bring
$1 million,
in.
you just buying shit,
But,
ain't you?
well, if you painting good pictures, you ain't throwing shit away. You feel me?
Right.
I'm not throwing Picassos away and shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is historical. You know, so when you painting the picture, you doing the breeding, it should be the same fucking thing. You know,
Talk about it.
like this shit could go up on the motherfuckers Jay-Z's wall and shit. You know what I'm saying? So and you got to be that. And if you're not that, you need to go back to the studies and so you could better understand this shit. You know, and how this shit works with the dogs. You got to know the whole ins and outs and the outs and the ends of all the bloodlines, you know, because they all got something that's unique, and that there are good ones in practically every bloodline. You just got to know which ones to use, and you can't be scared to blaze a different path, because a lot of times in most of the top breeders, they're going to breed you a bunch of tight shit that is probably already too tight. So if you're trying to build a brand off of that and you're just going to breed tight, more tight, then you're probably going to fall on your face, you know, at that, because you're not paying attention to detail. Some breeders have a pattern in what they do, what they breed, you know, and that's all they do. That's all they, you know. There was a red boy dude. I swear. He just breeds red boy dog. You know, like he probably ain't had no other dog besides a red boy dog. He'll buy your red boy dog tomorrow, and 4 months later, he's breeding it to his red boy dog. You know, like
of a different line.
Rocket scientist to know that's not. There's nothing to that.
Right.
And I ain't trying to clown or nothing. You know, if I was trying to clown, I just said her name. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be scared to cross the blood up. You know, it's there to be crossed.
What I notice is, Buck City, when you breed them too tight, they lose a little bit of hybrid vigor. They're not as athletic. They not as you like you said, you losing a little something. You dig what I'm talking about? When you breed them too tight, that the genetics are not open enough to express themselves to their best abilities.
Right. And it can be magnifying, you know, average producing dogs.
Or
so
a whole a negative point, a whole negative that's in a dog that we may not even see.
The lack of is I mean, that's what we're looking at in front of us. It could be, I mean, that's what it is. It's ability, it's physique, it's all of that. So it could be just the result of poor breeding also. That was my point. You know, like if they're let's say you're breeding it tight, but these are excellent bred dogs, excellent dogs that, and not in the back, not way in the back, but like they really concentrated, if not directly off of these dogs right here. You're going to have better success with that rather than dogs that if you try to breed it tight or whatever you try to do, if they're poorly producing dogs, you're gonna get the same result. Like if I breed some poor ass produced dogs with no ability, no nothing to the table, it's gonna be just as bad as a dog that's bred too tight. The motherfucker's gonna look the goddamn same. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So just like we saw that Finley Bow. Yeah, they probably could have went one more time. You see what they was getting. You see what the result was when I showed that Finley Bow was like 4 times Finley Bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Let me see.
Mom.
See if I can go back to it.
They was blending that shit.
Yeah.
And those are like familial blends of the same basic genetic pool, right?
You
Just
said
pulling
what?
from the same family, right? Different strains of the same family.
What you mean?
Like breeding cousins. Like if they got that bow in their back, like 4 times top and bottom, you'll be breeding like into a family of dogs, right? That's that bow stuff.
No, they
Right.
inbred the shit out of that. They did daddy daughter the whole way up. On that
showed
one
it?
that I looked up. Yeah, that's what that shit was.
Oh, okay. I see that one then, but
I can't remember which one it was though. I was just clicking shit. I'm looking for it
was
now.
it good?
I can't find
Did
it.
it turn out to be any good?
Hell yeah. That was I think it was a champion. Oh, there it go right there. Yeah, she was a champion. They bred Bo. Let me look at this. This one right here. They did Finley Bow to Honey Bunch. They took one of those back to Finley Bow. Took one of those back to Finley Bow. They made a champion. Bred it back to Finley Bow and made another champion. You see what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know. That's all we could go off. That's all we could fucking go off, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, Honey Bunch, I love her. If I could pick her, you know, it's ain't a lot of bitches to choose from. You know, like a male, we could choose any male.
And well, wouldn't that kind of lean towards the idea that, you know, even though, or maybe that's the whole point, or what separates good dogs from great dogs is a great mother.
No. There's great dogs that, you know, we don't know who their mother is really. It's not fair to them. You know, they're not better. You know, this big mama bitch ain't better than goddamn Missy. You see what I'm saying? She ain't better than her mama just because she off a champion. She ain't. You know what I'm saying? So what? Yo-Yo wasn't shit. I mean, because that's all we could go off. Or if she was. But these dogs is old enough. They could have put this shit on. They probably had these fights in the newspaper. This old ass shit. You know what I'm saying? They probably had this shit in the fucking newspaper. But they get mad at us for talking about it. And then let's see what this bitch produced. Oh, damn, she produced a grand champion. So she just going ham. She going his am. And she didn't even use the she didn't even really add no more motherfucking Honey Bunch. She did, you know, a little bit through this cake, just like her on the bottom, but she didn't even much fuck with the Honey Bunch, bro. Like I would have been going this direction, bro. Just because everybody want to get on Jeep and everybody want to do that. I'm gonna fuck around and go this way, bro.
That bull boy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, but this shit is phenomenal. Like this little trail we're going on right now, and then they got a couple other joints, on there. Still no motherfucking Jeep. They said, man, fuck that. We're keeping this shit. This Finley Bulldog. Now this is a Finley Bulldog. Like a motherfucker talking about Eli dog. Nah, this is a Finley Bulldog right here. For real.
Yeah.
Straight up. Honey Bunch now we're talking about her influence is little to none in this that have to do with this right here. Okay. So like I said, I ain't trying to dig up in a cookie jar and shit. And then and then they got the Big Mama heavy on the Big Mama shit. Like, like there's no way, and yeah, these bitches might be good, but who the fuck are they bred off? Who was the 20-year goddamn crusade about? Who was the 40-year? That's a 40-year crusade. A 45-year. Who was the 50-year goddamn crusade all about, bruh? Huh?
It's really about Bo.
Okay. You
really
know
about Bo.
And I love Big Mama. She's up in there. But you look at her fucking pedigree, that's all I see is Bo. She probably the tightest Finley Bulldog on record. And we just probably stumbled across the tightest Finley Bulldogs that any man has ever seen, bro. Possibly. I put $5 on it. Because I ain't gonna put $100 on it, but I put $5 on that. Yeah, fuck yeah. See, this is what we do at the Wake and Bakes, man. We just breaking it down. There ain't no hating. We just breaking shit down, man. I'm loving this right here, man. Give me some of this. I'll try this. Like you say, you feed it. You got to try it. You feed the dog. If it come out bad, that's your fault. We talk about all that shit. But with that being said, let me try this shit right here, man.
It's been working that long. Shit, yeah.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
Yeah. Duh.
Lord.
As a matter of fact, duh.
To where, I mean, damn.
It's simple at this point. Look, brother, sister, it's simple.
I mean, damn. Boy, oh boy.
When it work, I guess, Buck.
Got to be more careful.
When it work, it worked. What you gonna do?
Got to be more careful. Yeah.
Come on, Big Mama.
I like it. Now that was a good argument, though. I like that. That was good. But
I'm just saying, if I know I can just go pluck good males from anywhere, you dig what I'm talking about? The difference gonna be, you dig what I'm talking about in the ability to keep the line going is for her to be able to throw herself. You dig what I'm talking about? The ones that can keep me breeding good goddamn dogs off my yard. I'm not buying shit. You dig what I'm saying? So you dig what I'm saying?
But eventually it's gonna be about that male, though.
Yeah, no, you got to be there. You got to be there.
You gonna even let's say you got that bitch, and then she gonna produce you that male. He's gonna be he's gonna be he should be reign supreme over the whole
But
yard.
if you got it, but if his daddy already bad, I'm gonna wear his back off. If his daddy bad, that's what I'm saying. If I got a good one, or I think yeah, you hope he turned out to be what you think he is. You dig what I'm talking about? That shit'll break your heart. You dig what I'm saying? But let's say he that. While I got him, he's still in the program. His sons is gonna be able to breed down the line. You dig what I'm talking about? But while I can put brothers and sisters on the yard with this other good sons that I got and good daughters that I got, I'm a fine tune exactly what I like in this shit, right? And then I got it going both ways. I got it going both ways. So I'm gonna breed this shit this way. I know it worked good. It may not be after the fifth or so as hybrid vigorous as it is in the first, second, third, right? But on both lines, I got it going. And by the time it need to cross, I got good dogs that should work together. That's from two working lines that's similar, but just different, the opposite way. You dig what I'm talking about? And so when I hit them back together, you dig what I'm talking about? Them fully Cosmine dogs.
Right.
In my mind. People would say, by that time, Cosmine, you done got 4, 5, 6 breeders on both lines and they both yours. I say no. It's not till I done bred up the shit that I like all the way out of the shit that I got. And then I cross the best of what I got to the best of what I got. And then that work, that's my dogs. That's how I look at it. Them my dogs. Other than that, I'm still breeding Buck T shit. I'm still breeding OG Loco shit. But I ain't got no problem with that because it's good and it's mine.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah. Now, when you breeding the dog, if you're looking at the dogs and you bred them,
yeah,
with no help.
No help.
It wasn't his mail. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? No help. I mean, you paid the stud fee. I believe that when you pay the stud fee, that voids everything.
Right.
As far as them trying to claim anything. You know, I paid you for a fucking service.
2, 3, 4, what you say?
Right.
For the first 2, 3, 4, them still kind of they shit, right? If you reading it.
Well, no, they're sons of him. Well, they're sons of him. So most likely what people are gonna do, the average consumer, they're gonna, like, you got some sons of him and they're good, they're gonna want to go breed to him. They're not gonna think it's your bitch.
Right.
Right. They don't, the bitch never gets credit. That's why we talking about the most important shit. He never gets the credit. Never.
Sure don't.
You know, it's just a cold world. But, you know, that's just, if we look at the trend, you know, how it's been going, you know. But, hey.
I already know. I listen, I've been plotting. I've been plotting. Plotting like a motherfucker. Hey, Jinx. Hey.
So if you do, let's say you breed to me, but I ain't charging you shit. You know, we just doing the breeding. It's like a partnership type of deal. That's what that is.
Yeah.
You know. So basically, I think both of you guys would be the breeder.
I wouldn't even give a fuck. You can have it. Well, because you get what I'm talking about. You doing your boy a solid.
Right. So then you take
You dig
those
what I'm
dogs
talking about?
right there. You bred those dogs. If
Right.
everything's clear.
Right.
Like them was your dogs, you bred them together. That's how you get your bloodline, bro.
That's right. Okay.
Because
What
can't
I'm saying
nobody
is
just
that
come on your yard and breed to your male. And can't nobody just come on your yard and breed to your female. Now, if you breed to this guy's dog over here, I could just go breed to him. You see what I'm saying? And then every generation, it just gets further and further and harder to decode or duplicate what your recipe is. It's going to be harder and harder. You know,
you
like you
start
might
mixing
just do one
Frank
lock.
your
It's like a
ragu.
braid. You might just do one lock. That's easy to undo. You know, but if I twist that motherfucker about 5 times, you know what I'm saying? It's a braid now, you know. So you just gotta do enough to it so it's not like you just copying the motherfucker, you know.
Or that, but you don't. What is okay? Would you say it's a fine line though between wanting the glory of you having your own stuff, but also risking losing what you got, trying to reinvent the fucking wheel?
Yeah, for sure. Because you're worried
Okay.
about the wrong shit. Everybody's not gonna have a fucking bloodline, bro. If that was the case, everybody would have a bloodline. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes you gotta let that shit just, let nature just do what nature does, you know. But if you're just trying to force it, that's when you start getting dogs that are no good, that bad genetics, and you're putting them in there because that's your bloodline, and you're gonna stand on that shit because you a man. You know what I'm saying, right? See, we all got egos. We all got egos, bro. Some got more turned up than others, but we all got some type of fucking ego. Let's stop that. You know, that's the nature of this shit, right? So at that point, you're trying to do this, and then when financial gain comes into play, so people got to eat, man. They got to get compensated for their work. We talk about how hard it is. We talk about all this shit. So when you get financial gain in it, then you start getting people in it that's not in it for the right reason. They're not going to go 17 years and not breed no dogs. They got shit for sale now. They've been in 2 years. They got shit already for sale on the ground.
Trying, goddammit.
Yeah. They're not going to put in that work to actually see and go through dogs and meet people, see people come and go, study the evolution of other people's yard. Like, damn, okay, they kept breeding it tight like that. And then look, it went off a cliff. Or damn, why wasn't they breeding this dog, and this dog? Or why are they going through generation after generation so fast? You get to see things from so many different lenses. It's like, okay, I see what these dogs are. I see what their work and function is. I see how they look, what they bring to the table. And then now you're ready. I think that's when you go through school, however many years, 12 years, and then you go to college or, and then when you get out, you're getting into this world now, but you're supposed to have the tools in order to navigate. So I just kind of got thrown in this seat to where I'm talking to y'all, but that was the evolution. That was all the time when I wasn't letting nothing go. Like I tried to not let my bloodline out. I tried not to sell anything. I tried not to, like, if I would have listened to dudes, you know what I'm saying? I tried all that, and it didn't work. bad, so it's like, well, fuck. Let me spend about 10 years just doing my shit, because the shit that I wanted to do was working. When I stick to my own shit, I notice, man, that shit was working, dog. And then I get to listen to these motherfuckers, And
Right.
I know everybody probably listening to me right now, like, damn, you ain't lying. You fuck off a lot of good shit. Listen to them motherfuckers, bro. If you let these motherfuckers tell it, shit, they'll tell you to drive your car 150. They'll say, man, max that motherfucker out.
You talking about them niggas?
See if you could make the dash go, the thing go all the way to the other side.
Talking about the people want to run your yard.
Because they don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, they want to run your yard and theirs.
They don't give a fuck about you, bro. You can see it in these dogs. The dogs, it comes out. They be so cool when they trying to get your bloodline, dog. Once they got enough of that shit,
bingo.
It's like a woman after she have a kid.
Dang.
First she probably rubbed your back and she did all this shit, suck your dick, fucking rub your feet and shit. Never talk back. Get a couple kids. Now all of a sudden, wait a minute, who was that? Did you say something? Did you say something? So it's the chameleons out here. That's why I go off actions. Because you gonna tire kick me or not? Because you might be one of those Decepticons. You feel me?
Yeah.
You might be a motherfucking Decepticon out here posing like you my fucking friend, and then change into somebody else. Come on, man.
Hell no, I know you ain't do that.
I can
Come
say
on,
That's
man.
real though. That's real nigga shit.
Come on, dog.
That shit
I'm over this shit.
And you know when it happened the most, Buck? You know when it happened the most? When the money hit the table.
Yeah.
As soon as the money about to hit the table, niggas get shaky in a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
You know that, Cosmo.
Motherfucker.
Hey, yo, we seen this shit in real time, bro.
What's going on with y'all boys, man?
That's
No,
Turn left, Georgian Highway 127 west.
Hey, Cosmo.
Hey, man, I'm out here.
Real time, bro.
I'm in the backwoods of Georgia, man.
Hey,
out here in the backwoods, little family vacation, man. Yes, sir. I got that boy Turbo with me, finna let him run wild like him, man.
That's what's up, man.
But that motherfucker had a long car ride though. I'm ready. I know he ready to eat.
How he
don't
did
like
with
the ride.
the car sickness? Was he good?
He did good though, man. He slobbed a little bit, but he slept most of the way, man. He slept most of the way. He did a little bit of that slob, you know, when they had their teeth grit tight.
Yeah.
But I think he'll break out of it though.
Yeah.
This dog, the only dog that I ever had that ever got car sick. I never had a dog that got car sick.
Oh,
but
I had
Milo
one.
the only one that ever did.
I had one.
But really, it's my fault. It's my fault. When I first got him, I ride him everywhere. He was good. Then I took him to the yard, and he ain't riding him well for like 3 months. And that's all it took for him. You know what I'm saying? Not to be used to the car again.
Yeah.
But like he gonna get back used to it. So I mean, my girls, we've been taking him back and forth, trying to get him ready for the trip. But he did pretty good, man.
After 1.4 miles, keep right.
I know he really. That right, my people and shit. Everybody rented some RVs. Got some land out here. We just gonna hang out, man, and just chill, man.
That's the next thing, man. I finally got my hands on my people's land and stuff. So now it's time to excavate, get that together. So I want to put a one of those RV camps where you can pull up and plug in and do your little camping and all that stuff at. I want to put one of them up.
Hey, yeah, man, that's what I was thinking about. That shit crazy. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like while I live in Florida, I was thinking about opening up a little space like where people can room at their house. You know what I'm saying? Like they come out there and basically just rent the little area you know what I'm thinking about, man. But that's a good idea, bro. If you got enough land, make it a camping site.
Like an Airbnb.
You He ain't gonna be on
You
long
better not
enough,
have
brother.
no game or nothing on there. You can have some damn hunting too. Shit. Motherfucker pay a
Yeah.
motherfucker to come out here on land or whatever. You know.
Oh yeah, them backwoods fucking with your phone.
Yeah.
I could
Got my nigga Big Sauce sounding like the
just you and your damn
Decepticon for
dog,
real.
your family and shit.
Hey, bro, I think after we had
But
that
yeah,
breeding the
man.
pup, after we had that episode talking about niggas breeding puppies, man, a couple people stopped answering the phone for me, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
sad
hey,
ain't
hey,
so.
hey,
Who
hey,
they do
hey, hey,
that
hey,
at?
hey, hey, that's a good thing. Hey, that's a good thing. Gotta let you know that they wasn't in it for the right thing anyway, bro. Shit,
Yeah.
you can't never be mad when you lose when you lose bullshit motherfuckers or when bullshit
They
motherfuckers ain't fucking.
they like to change tires, as we say. They like to change tires. They kick them and change them.
Mm,
No.
mm. Craig.
Shit, Cosmon, what's good, family?
My dog, what it do? What up, though?
Shit, just getting up, man. I had a long ass night last night.
Oh yeah, what's her
I had
name?
a long ass.
Dirty dog, man. He was
Oh, that
dirty
was
I was
good.
dog.
scratching. I was
You said
scratching.
that shit like you was up to no good, boy.
I,
That man woke up at 12 o'clock.
she bit
Yeah,
me.
that
I
boy
bit
was
her back. She bit
Oh
me.
yeah, boy, he had a real long night, boy.
Sound like a gas
Look
station
up at
bill
12
night.
o'clock.
Sound like you
I
had a
tell
night
their ass
a
quick,
night of gas
motherfucker.
station bill.
Turn right.
Say
he was
motherfucker that
dirty.
wake up at 10:30. I tell them quick, hey
Nah,
man, the day over with, man.
I can't even. Hey, bro, I can't sleep in to save my life, bro. I set the alarm. I wake up before the alarm.
bro, that's
Bro,
crazy
I
because
don't
I
got
used
no
to wake up
alarm,
at
man.
6
I
a.m.
never had an alarm, bro. I can go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm up at 6. You know, I might go back to sleep, but I'm gonna get up at 6 just to check out the outside, the sunrise, go check on the
Some,
house and shit. But I'm getting up at 6 o'clock, bro.
yeah,
And
I
Yeah,
wake up like 3, 4
happy,
every
man.
morning, just off what they call it, biological clock time type shit.
yeah, your
Yeah.
mind wake you up.
I
I
blow
was
one
crashing. I was
and blow
crashing.
Man, I'm
one and
going
lay the
so
fuck
far out here,
down.
man. My server might be out in a little while.
I was in the box.
Hey, don't let him do too much running. He see a little squirrel or something, he go on after that bitch and keep going.
It's all the things set up out there.
Don't let him chase no squirrel and keep
Talking
going.
about pain.
I was,
I don't know if you won that one, though.
I was, I was overheating. I said, baby.
Oh shit.
Y'all
Had to
boys
weigh in.
retarded.
Nah, let me stop. Had to weigh in and
Y'all boys
everything.
retarded.
Oh man. Yeah, I woke up
But
and
yeah,
said 12
man,
o'clock.
boy,
I
I'm
said,
out
well,
here,
what
boy.
day is it? They talking about beers
I'm
and
talking about,
bulldogs. I was
boy,
talking about
bitch, out
tequila and
here, boy.
chips.
Hey,
Hey, Buck City. Hey, Buck City.
Yo,
Hey, did you see that episode of Beer Bulldogs with Master of All Bulldogs?
he interviewed him?
Yeah.
oh shit.
There was a couple niggas
You
up
didn't
there that
see it?
they belong up there.
You ain't see that?
Nah. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have
Oh
watched
my
it. I
God.
just would have
Okay,
seen the
but
caption.
listen, bro. Listen. It's odd, but I think you need to watch it. And but
Turn right.
this is one thing that I got put up on, and I wanted to hear your thoughts about it, Buck City. Master of All Bulldogs stated
Who's
that
that? Put on his dirt.
Stompanato. Listen, he
What you
said
say, bro?
Stompanato is not an American Pit Bull Terrier.
Who?
He said that it's a what they call a old Southern white bulldog, right? And he said if you pull up old Southern white bulldog and you pull up Stompanato, you're gonna see that they the same dog. And he said that that's not, and he called them throwbacks when they come with that patchy white with the black and all that stuff. He called them throwbacks because they didn't bring other shit into the breed. What? First of all, pull up old Southern white bulldogs, and
So
you'll
so
see
what
what
the
I'm
hell
talking
is so
about.
what the hell is Kobe then?
They listen, they both listen.
What the hell is the old Kobe line of dog that was with the patches and
It's a
shit?
cap in there somewhere, man. It's a cap in there, bro. How did they get big and white like that?
You said what? Wait a minute. What? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here?
Listen, bro. Pull up old Southern white bulldogs, right? Just look it up. And then he said, put that next to Stompanato, and he said, you gonna see. He said that's what it is.
Really? I don't
That's what he said.
see no resemblance.
No, he
That,
said pull up
hey,
Stompanato.
that's a stretch, bruh.
That's what he said, bro. I ain't saying.
Is he going off looks? Is he
We
going
seen
off?
Stompanato. I mean, he don't look nothing like these motherfuckers.
What he
You know.
going off of?
Let me go to image. Let me click on the image. Maybe they got a little bit more for us. Okay, so this dog right here, like, is this what they're basing it off? This one right here.
Look at that. Look at the one in the top. In top right. In the top right corner with the white.
Oh, I get it. So you believe that shit, dude, don't you?
No. I'm just saying.
Okay, so this one in the left corner right here.
Old Southern white bulldogs. I didn't even know nothing about it. So I'm just repeating what he said. Not that I believe this shit, but look at Stompanato. Like, see the dog in the corner with the black patch on his eye. He's saying, look at dogs like that, then look at Stompanato. They kind of do favor, but
Nah. I know what you're talking about. That type of that type of terrier kind of dog, that looks like that bulldoggy, kind of look.
boxy head.
But without anything, I mean, there's plenty of dogs that resemble shit. Like sometimes I might see a chick walking down the street with a dog, and I'd be like, "Is that a Pomeranian?" And she'll say, "No, it's I was wrong." You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it might have looked like that, but other than that, like, what else do we have to go on? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Or is this just a wild, bogus claim?
He said, "Hey," he said, "You gotta look at the pedigree." He said, "Pull up a Stompanato and pull up a picture of the old Southern white bulldogs." I'm looking. I'm like, they resemble, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, they do resemble, huh? Nah, not overall. I mean, if you're gonna pick one picture out of well, how many's on the screen? 10, 12 on the screen, 14 on the screen, and you pick one picture.
Dogs don't look like Stompanato, nothing like it.
That's what I'm saying. So let's look at the other one. All right, so let's X the one that you say looks like him. Let's X him out of the equation. Now, what do you got?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you make. It's the process of elimination. And these don't look like them. None of this shit. None of this shit. I know they probably switched a couple breeds on us as I scroll down because that's how Google do. But I just don't see. I don't see that, and I'm biased. I think Master of all Bulldogs is a bonehead. I think I think he's a part of the dry snitch crew. You know, he's one of them dudes that be out here dry snitching this shit. You know,
Damn.
said I need 100 years and shit. Like, put him away
What?
for life.
I never seen him
Lock
turn
him
on
up
his
for
camera.
life.
Look, he keep telling everybody what's a pit bull, what's not a pit bull. I've never seen
Yeah.
him turn on his camera and show us a fucking pit bull.
Hmm.
But
You understand? This is like if you're gonna run that campaign, have a pit bull on deck of what you think a pit bull is.
Hmm.
Man, you can hear hella
Pull up
dogs in the
something out of
background
real
barking.
quick.
I seen him show
Cause
band dogs.
we
I
come
seen him.
back from them. Do we come back from that Richmond shit? Stomping out will come out of them white dogs, them old Richmond dogs and all that stuff.
Stompanato.
Yeah.
You believe in this shit, but then you're not trying to stand on it though.
7, 6, 9.
I don't. It's
You
not.
gotta
No, I
stand
don't
on it.
believe in nothing.
I want you
Believe
to
in nothing.
stand on that shit so we could get to
No,
talking.
I can't stand on it
Because
I
only
can't
picture
stand
that
on
even
it.
resemble them, any will probably be that, you know, the classic one. This classic one right here. And then that's the way he looked, but there's a lot of them dogs that look like that. You know, I'm just being real. There's a lot of A.P.B.Ts look like that. So what? Because I got Mike dogs that look like this. You feel me? So
Yeah.
what is he a fucking Chipotle fucking mastiff or some shit? Like what are we like we about to we just going crazy now, man. Maybe this is as big as the Barracuda one, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah, I was about to
maybe
say
it'll
that
spark
shit.
off, you know, throughout the dog community and everybody can weigh in on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I love to hear what everybody else think. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could make this a topic. You know, I don't know how to address it other than, you know, I've had dogs that look like this. It's nuts. So if he didn't have those colors, would you say the same thing? You know, if he wasn't spotted, you know, okay, so just because he got the spots, like, come on, man. That's colorism. That
That's what they
sounds
do
like
with
some
the black and
colorism shit.
tans.
You say what?
That's what they do with the black and tans.
Right. Just because he got the color, you know, it ain't got shit to do with the structure of how beautiful this dog looks right here in this picture, you know. But let me blow up on him a
J-Mo
little
was
bit.
showing the dog
Yeah.
nonstop in them over on Dogman TV. They was showing in the 1800s that they had a picture of that was a black and tan.
I had a black and tan nigga swore to God it was a Roddy. I said, what Roddy is 6 months this fucking little?
You know,
like come on, bro.
yeah, Master of all Bulldogs. I don't know if this one's gonna get any traction because
He said it though.
yeah.
Yeah, and niggas be forgetting that shit be out there in the internet
Hey yo,
forever.
eclectic funny as fuck, bro. He said the point is cuz didn't have a topic, so he had to say some bullshit.
Yeah, nah, this shit. I think we can put that to bed. Look at the structure. Look at those legs. And then, so is he crossed with this or is he that? You know, like, is he really
That's what
that
he's saying.
or is he
That's that.
crossed with that? Or so
I'm
they
not
put it in
sure.
there 5 generations ago, or when, you know, when did it come in? Because this motherfucker, I want some shit today to look and stand up like this.
Yeah.
You know, he got the droopy hangover ears, just like them fucking Mike dogs. You know, I could show you one. I could show you one. Let me see. I hope I ain't got a. If it's in my favorites, I'll show you. If it's not, I got too many pictures. Oh no, this is perfect. This is perfect. I can show you guys Porky. Show you Porky. Porky's a perfect example of what we're dealing with. See,
Damn, I gotta get ready to go
get
get
a little
these
fat,
kids,
so
man.
don't laugh.
Fucking half a day.
You fat boy. Let me see.
He told us go listen to Winston.
You said what?
He told us go take a look-see at Winston's interview.
Who said that?
Cosmo. He said you might want to go take a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like I said, man, dudes, you know, I ain't gonna just be banging on everybody, man. You know, some of these dudes, they just don't, you know. I let them go, man. I can't smash everybody. Even though, you know, he was trying to throw me under the bus. I forgive him.
Yeah, that shit look crazy.
Bro,
He was
mama.
out there looking a little crazy, man. I didn't even know he got a registry.
He said that's crazy work, huh?
I mean, how you? Okay. First of all, we got bullets with all different types of heads and body builds. You dig what I'm talking about? Go on, photographed all the way back to the 1800s. All different types. So how is it that you think 100 plus years later, you can look at a dog that's been bred through so many times? I don't even know what Stompanato is like his lines today that would even be running. You know what I'm talking about? But that you could look at that dog and tell, oh, that's a old Southern white. you dig what I'm saying? Just by the head shape, coloring.
It ain't gonna fly. I tell you that. It ain't gonna fly with me, buddy.
That's like on the book when niggas get a dog.
This nigga in Nebraska. So you see what I'm saying? He might really be the illest nigga in Nebraska. So
hey, you ever seen on Facebook niggas be like, yo, I just got this dog. I don't got no papers. What bloodline y'all think it is?
Yeah, you ain't gonna find no bloodline for it, buddy.
I've seen this shit so many times.
That ain't gonna happen.
And there's people in the comments, yeah, it looked like this. No, it's this for sure. I'm like, what are y'all talking about, bro?
And then this supposed to be the purest of the peer D. You know, you know, ain't no room for no mastiffs and shit in here. There's not. I'm gonna tell you, this is a tight ship. When I look at the pedigree, you know, this is a tight ship right here. You know, they ain't motherfuckers ain't, you know, these is doggers down these lines. And even though I did hear Boudreaux, or, you know, I do be hearing little shit like, you know, there was some dogs and shit around, you know what I'm saying? But like, where is it at? This is the same where we was at when we was talking about Barracuda. Like, where would I put it? Where would I put it? I can't see no time or nobody that's just gonna turn their back and just say, okay, yeah, well, let me buy Eli Jr. Yeah, he's a half fucking paper hung ass fucking white, what are those called? White bulldog, white southern white, old southern white. Caught already. I'm like a caught already. Like, But I know you lying. You put a Southern Bulldog in that shit, didn't you? Didn't you, motherfucker?
He must have heard that one episode where old boy
Looked
was
like an
talking about
old Southern
Barracuda.
Bulldog in that motherfucker.
I said, look at this shit, man.
Dude got dogs? Dude doing the interviews? Oh, he just an interviewer.
Yeah, nah, dude got some dogs.
Yeah.
You guys checking that temperature. See, you guys is a tight ship, boy. You guys said, man, let me check this boy's pedigree. Tell you.
Where it's at. We gotta see it. Like, where it's at. Where is it coming in at? It ain't Fitzwater Gold, it ain't Baby Susie. So it's gotta be Tom's Black or Carver's Red Girl.
You know we the
We know
pedigree
what that
bureau
Boudreaux
of
shit is.
investigations.
There ain't no room. There's no room. That's the thing, you know. And I like when it breaks down to that. It's like, okay, it makes more logic. That's what men do. We come with logic. It's like when shit just starts getting silly, the man is supposed to be there to make it more logical. Like, okay, what's the more logical decision that we're gonna make right now to get us through this? You know, that's what a man does. But this wild goose chase of a arena.
Hey, will to God, whoever bought Miss Judy dogs, she ain't in dogs no more. So whoever bought all them Mims dogs, they got the tight stuff.
Let me see. Got something for y'all.
Now you gotta show me some of them old Southern whites in the box. You got to show me some of them old Southern whites, Buck City. We know you was breeding them. On the West Coast hiding them old Southern whites, nigga.
Boy.
You could probably call Miss Judy too and ask her who bought the studs and everything.
Nigga, that's old Southern white, nigga.
And that one up in the corner, that's the one you was talking about too. Let me see that motherfucker. Put his ass up here right now.
Hey, who took over Bonafide? Did somebody take over Bonafide? Who took that shit over?
Oh, Titan Kennels got Bonafide.
Oh, all right. I think I'm gonna start doing my shit with Schoolboy.
Yeah, Bonafide's
And
making a push though.
Register with Schoolboy. I think when you register with Schoolboy, you be registered with the ADA. Like you'll already be having your passes and stuff when you go
the confirmations and shit.
Yeah. Shout out Schoolboy.
Yeah, shout him out.
Hey man, this phone tripping. I'm gonna jump back in.
Yep, it's acting up.
I'm gonna take my ass to get these kids. I'm gonna stay on.
Yeah, I don't know if I see the resemblance, man. You know, on them dogs. You know, we can talk about it all day, but at the end of the day, like you got to know the dogs in order to know that, you know, nobody would try that. Would you fuck your dog up like that? Would you do some shit like that with your dogs? Just cross it with some other shit, bro? I already know the answer. The answer is no. Carver Stompanato. You know, see if I can get something else on here. See if I can get another one up here for y'all. So we can see some resemblance in some of these dogs. You see some of these resemblance. Let me get a little 50-second break.
What the fuck you looking at? I'll cook you with the gas. Smash off in the scat pack. Smack that strap. I don't slap cat rap. That's fact. Hanging on wax. Push packs in the trap house. Counting up rap. We be turned up to the map. Hardly ever relax. Cause I'm about to go make 3 stacks. I got a low coat with rehab. He ain't killed to the minute. He about to relapse. Leave a nigga head fat. That's a head tap. Lay a nigga down, but it ain't where it's dead at. You know that I said that. I ain't high shit. I'll keep him post on the fed app. I'm a hot boy cat. Niggas all cat. I ain't giving niggas that. I ain't never gonna hang around you niggas. I ain't never gonna do this with you. He's a fool all nigga. You gon' die quicker. He is not my nigga. I be getting that watch. People when he talking. Run them down, then hawk up. They know it him, man, stalk him. Chase him down, dog walk him. Yeah. I ain't never gonna hang around you niggas. I ain't never gonna do this with you. You's a fool all nigga. You gon' die quicker. He is not my nigga. I be getting that watch. People when he talking. Run them down, then hawk up. They know it him, man, stalk him. Chase him down, dog walk him. Yeah. Nigga, what the fuck you looking at? I'll cook you with the gas. Smash off in the scat pack.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. Look. Anyway, you guys can see both of these. I guess if this is the argument that we're having, or the discussion or the debate, whatever we want to call it, I mean, you say Stumpanato, he's chiseled down. That's what he would have looked like. I got another one of my hounds. This is Porky. Totally different color, everything. Got the same ears as Stompanato, right? Sometimes if you ain't had no dogs, and you won't never really be able to see these different diversities that you're gonna get when you're talking about the dogs. Hold up, let me get up the link for Cosmon. That's just a little small, because we can find a lot of these dogs that look like this, and this dog right here, Porky, he's not even under the microscope. It was just like, wait a minute, because I know I got a lot of these dogs. I could show you some pictures if I was ready for this subject. But for us, we always talk about the ears. This is how it happened with Barracuda. And the ears are always something that pops up. And with the A.P.B.T, they got different ears. They don't all just have the same type of ears, to be honest with you. Furthermore, the even more ridiculous is that Stompanato looks like this motherfucker. I think is asinine. Like, what if, and then we ask, we're like, what is the future of the breed and shit? Like, like if motherfuckers is thinking this dumb shit, then I just need more. This is the first time I heard this. I just need a little bit more. Like, don't just say that just because the ears. Like, I could get Cece in here, and Cece would say that these dogs are related. It'd be like, yeah, Dad, they they look the same. You know, you think they're the same, but a real dog man that's been in these dogs a long time, which I bred Porky, of course. So being a breeder, that you're getting a lot of these different variations. This isn't just a dog that popped up that I bought. Even that Manny dog. Let me look at Manny. Another hound I had. Let me see. I just got to hit it with the Google. Cause it be. This one right here. He's got a crazy unique look to him. Get him up here. This joker right here. You can look at his ears. So he's crossed too. I guess he's not an A.P.B.T. He's not, he's none of that. Just his temperament and everything else is like it, but is throwing them like a motherfucker. Just because they look a little different. You can't really discriminate against a dog just because he looks a little bit different than the other breeds. You can't just throw him under the bus completely and say that it's this shit either. I see these type of looks all the time. I see the dogs with the droopy ears. I like those dogs. And then what the color? His physique, definitely not. That physique, that dog looks like a bulldog to me. The A.P.B.T. And then you look at all the eyes that was on the breedings and the competition level. We can get into the whole competition about it, and how they were competing with these dogs. It just doesn't allow that type of breeding practices to pop up. It's not. This is Titus Eli's bred kind of dogs that you would get. Zeke, Klaus Zeke, that's Bolio. So this is Bolio's half sister right here. That Orphan Annie dog, that's Bolio's half sister. Right? Orphan Annie.
Hey, Buck.
Yo.
That white and Stumping Auto come from his back. His some of them dogs in the back of his pedigree. And you can tell the difference from Stomping Auto from the like you said, it's a heavy bred Eli dog. It's like more of a black dog with white markings, you know what I'm saying? Like the white is popping out the back, black versus the old Southern Bulldog is just predominantly white with just a black patch, or
Yeah,
patch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
nah,
crazy.
the color is the last thing I think could even be disputed because the A.P.B.T. gonna come in all different colors.
Yeah, but I'm
I've
just
been knowing that even
yeah.
before I had pedigrees. I knew that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I just don't think. I think you should have a little bit more, to argue more than ears or color. And maybe he does. Maybe he got a great argument. We'll probably check it out and see what was going on. Maybe this get some traction. Like I said, the Barracuda conversation was huge. That one went on for weeks. So who knows? Maybe this one will get some traction.
Ain't no traction in that, man. All they got to do is go to the end of pedigree, and you'll see them white dogs back there, and why the dog is like that.
Now I think he's more because when I look at the white that can't be disputed because there's A.P.B.Ts that are white.
Yeah,
So that can't be disputed. Now,
he's
if
saying
you
he's
only
saying
thing that I
ears.
would think that it would be is because of the ears, bro. And even Cosmon doubled down and said that this one in the corner was the most that resembled him. So I pulled him up. That's how we got here. We just going down the rabbit hole. I know what I feel. I
Nah,
don't look. This ain't gonna get me off of what I'm doing with my dogs. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if somebody wants to believe that,
nah.
I think it's a good idea that you stay away from me
Hey,
because
it's crazy. I was just sitting here looking
you're
at
just
this,
gonna give me a headache.
looking at this. That old what is called old Southern white bulldog.
Yeah,
That's the one of the first dogs I seen when I was a young boy that got me interested in pit bulls. I seen a dog that one of my math teachers had that a dog old Southern white bulldog, and I used to read them them dog books that they had in the library and shit. So nah, it's
yeah.
way
That
a
looked like
pit.
just a regular American bulldog to me. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe it's got some
That's
different
basically
shit
what
to it.
that's what it is. That's what she told. That's what you just took the words right out of my mouth. That's what she told me it was. Because when I
You
got
know,
older, I used to ask her
my
about it.
uncle. I mean,
Yeah,
he's my cousin, but he's like my uncle. But he breed them.
yeah,
Just regular. I swear they look just like that. But they might have like a brindle patch on the eye and shit like that.
yeah.
I seen some with some brown, but I swear they'd stand up just like that. They look just like that. We gotta understand, man. There's only so many different ways you could put an ear on a dog. There's only so many different colors that we could put on these dogs. And we monster streaming today. Oh, Cuddy on their way. Yeah, I got we getting it going. Yes, sir. I'm about to fade to the back streets. We might pull this one up. Who knows? Let me show Porky again. He was fat. He was real fat on that day. You got to keep him fat. This is for the tree huggers. You feel me? So you can't say shit about that motherfucker. But yeah, he was a little funny looking motherfucker growing up. Peanut head, just like Stompanato. He ain't really got the big long muzzle on him, with the big old floppy ears hang all the way down. You know, um, damn good dog. Yeah. So what? He got some fucking bulldog in him too. I guess we're gonna hear it. We're gonna hear it all, man. Hey, you guys want to say something before we bone out, man?
Salute, Buck, man. Salute. Wake and bake. It's really going down.
Go get that magazine. Go get that magazine. Go get that magazine. Go get one in too. Matter of
Hey,
fact.
get them all. Hey, get the whole collection,
Yo,
man. Get
yo,
the collection, man. What up,
Yeah,
lot boy?
I just bought one book. I just bought one. I bought it
Nah, I
while I was on the
appreciate
show.
it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate it,
yeah. I
brother.
just bought them. I don't know if it was one or two. I just used the link. I don't know what link it
Oh,
popped up
you did
to.
it. You did it today.
I just right now. About 5
Okay.
minutes ago.
Okay, hold up.
Just got that by a horse.
Let me
His
see.
ass, man. This motherfucking out.
Let me see. Oh shit. Yep. Game breaker. Gotcha. Hold up. I never do. And these busters never knew. Even more so.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I never knew that I would do numbers like this.
Yes, sir. We getting it, man. Eclectic, man. What up, my brother? Hey, Eclectic, man. Come on, man. You supposed to come and bless your boy with that good energy, man. Come on, man. You holding out. On the game, man. What's going on, lot boy? Let's see. He got out of there. Oh, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, he in the pond. Yeah, man. Get it, man. Get it in, man.
Hey,
What up, lot boy?
you see me on here? Okay. My boy almost just got his ass kicked by a horse, man. Turbo ass.
Turbo? Where he ran up
Mm-hmm.
on a horse?
Ran up on two of their ass. I'm out here on the farm.
They got on his ass, huh?
They tried to kick him, but he ran up out of there before he got hurt.
They tried
This
to
is
kick
ass
him,
go
huh?
right here. Hey, son. Come over here. Come on. I would give him some
Big
more food. They got
Turbo.
answers and shit out here. Hey, boy.
Big
Turbo.
Turbo.
You hear him talking to you, Turbo?
Big
He
Turbo in
doing
the
okay, though.
house.
He ain't eat yet. With that damn long ass car ride, it was looking good, man. I ain't no doubt about it. Get out your bowl. Come on. Come on. Let's go. You know, just put away the boy.
Daddy, I get a peach soda for grandma.
Go ahead. But yeah, man, I'm out here, man. Just doing the family, man. We out here, man.
Yeah, enjoying that day, man. Enjoying that family. That's what it is. That's what we
Out
building
here.
off, you know. Hey, what they
Look, my
say, they
baby
ain't
playing
nothing
with a
worse
horse
in the
right now. Y'all
streets.
can see off in the distance. See my baby over there playing with the horse. You know what I'm saying? We out here, man. Just family, everybody, just a lot of black people together having a good time, bro. We out here, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Took a thought out.
What you think about the subject? Oh, he got out of there. He got out of there before I can interrogate him.
He ain't got no signal out that motherfucker.
Yeah.
About to run in this school, get this little girl.
Hell yeah, man. Everybody stay up, man. We did that 3-hour joint. Oh, you got that echo. Lot boy.
But yeah, a lot of bad service and shit out here.
What you think about the subject earlier? I guess Master of all Bulldogs said that Stompanado's mixed with old Southern White Bulldog.
Man, Master All Bulldog say that shit because he breeding them curves, bro. We done seen Bulldogs look just like that. We done seen Kobe. We done seen the Kobe blood look just like that. Everybody seen the Rascals. The dog look just like that. Come on, man. That's a bull. That's American Pit Bull Terrier, not no curled up white bulldog. If he was, we right now we would have still been pushing bulldogs. We'd have still been pushing bulldogs, man. Master all bulldogs full of shit, bro.
Ooh. I guess Porky got some of that shit in him too.
I'm telling you, whatever it is, I want some look good to me. Come on, man. You know the bulldogs look just like that. Look at Zebo. That big out of head look just like that. These motherfuckers, they always try to discredit the bulldog because they over there pushing that bullshit. That's what it be, bro.
Uh-oh, Ty Green. Hey, Ty Green grabbed two of them joints. Ty Green ain't playing around. Ty Green grabbed two of them joints. Appreciate you, my brother.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Yeah, they got me looking out the window now, boy.
Hey, man. Hey, what they buying, man? No, they ain't buying the new magazine.
The new magazine.
The new magazine. Get the
Man,
Hey,
what's
magazine.
the ticket, man? See, I road driving, man. What's the ticket, man?
the
So I can
new
go and put in me a
mag.
couple orders, man.
The new mag. The new mag.
What's
It's
the ticket, man?
well, now you got to get the you got to hit it on the what you call it?
Are you dumb?
The what?
Uh,
You,
oh yeah, my
you gonna kill me with the QR code shit, man?
Move the car, bro.
Huh?
you just want to send it to Cash App.
I want to send it to you, cash out, man. And I'm gonna put a little extra on top of it.
Man, you know, it's the same as the last one. It's the same thing, man.
Okay. Okay, give me 1 second.
I think they do the shipping on the code though. I'm not sure if they hit y'all for shipping or not. If not, I ain't tripping, but they supposed to. But if they didn't, don't worry. The link is the link.
I know my boy now, ain't he? I
Oh,
supposed
we
to be the
supposed to
first
pay the
one to buy
shipping?
one.
Cause I sent my shit Apple Pay.
I know my boy now.
Man, y'all got to get
So,
the mag. I can't disclose.
hmm.
I can't disclose before
Hey, give me 5 minutes. We gonna be
everybody
singing
get
that
the mag.
song. We never knew.
The mag.
Give me 5 minutes. We're gonna be singing the song in just a second.
Mag. Yay. Hey, I appreciate the support, everybody. You know, get that joint. It's gonna be a good read for you. You know, if you're taking a road trip or you just have it at the house or you just rolling up on it. Sometimes I just like magazines just to roll up on the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Throw it on the coffee table with the other magazines. You know, if you got a barber shop, you know, hit me up. We'll get you some magazines out to that barber shop. All the player shit. You know, this is what we do. I keep the QR code on that joint so you can order it. And we're just trying to get to that next level. That's it. You know, just trying to get to the next level. We ain't even trying. We really just stepping on shit. Like, you know, really at the end of the day. But we staying sucker free. We still
Yes,
ain't,
sir.
you know, gave up the morals and the principles of this shit. Nothing. You know, we standing on business. Just like we said we was gonna do.
Hey, I put my
Mhm.
change of address on the business phone, bro.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. As soon as I get on all that, that's what I do. I pull up all my devices, everything where you could pay. I know where everything's going, and I just go to work. Get up out the door. Pax,
What's wrong, bro?
he's sleeping good today.
You okay?
Let's see.
Give me a call. This is in progress.
Let me see. Is this going ham today? It is going ham today.
Old
These are
Southern
the
white.
ones. These are for all the
Acting
ones. Like
crazy.
I said, if they pull up today or late night, you'll be going out today or tomorrow morning. So anything else is only possible is Monday morning. But the show is supposed to be here in between 9 and noon. So I got like 2 hours. I'm out the window. I hope they pull up right now so I could just mute it up and
Yeah,
just
man.
walk
Give me a
outside.
couple more minutes. Give me a couple more minutes. You know, I'm out this place out here ain't no service and shit.
I could
Give
just
me a
walk
couple more
straight
minutes.
outside with it. You know, all my people, all my people.
P. Carver.
For y'all that just sat in, you know, and you watching the stream, you know, I gotta unveil it. I gotta
I think
unveil
my
it for you,
sound done went
man.
out.
You feel me? You know, we there all the way again, man. A.P.B.T magazine, man. Volume 2. Yeah, I ain't gonna put no PDFs to like volume 5. Maybe volume 5, I might put out a PDF. The PDFs are
Damn, she
dope.
moved that motherfucker.
PDFs are dope, though. Get yours. Order up. Get that order up if you want to be the first to get it. I
Hey,
told you I
I
wasn't
can't
doing
even
no
hear y'all.
pre-order.
Hey, Buck, if you can hear me, bro, just hit me on the back street. I'm about to go into school, get my daughter out. Just hit
Oh
me
yeah,
up.
it's all good.
Hey, sign my magazine too, bro. But I can't hear y'all right now. If y'all can hear me, salute everybody, man. Hit me on the back street if you got my math, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey, man,
sir.
check your cash.
Good looking
Check the
dog.
cash out, man.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold up. See, you guys gonna have it going down. Going all the way down.
Wait. Exactly. So, like you say,
Ooh, so you guys gonna have me sign this shit. you guys is crazy, boy. Damn. See, now
yes.
that's gonna be more pressure.
What you got a hole in the
Damn, I put it in the envelope. I didn't sign
You
it.
got a water somewhere? Water hose? A water? Yes, sir. Look up. Answers got in trouble. Yes, sir.
Hey, Cleasy, man, long time
Oh
coming.
man.
Cleasy B, man, long time coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, now
Hey
we
man, get
drop.
the mad,
Now we dropping
get the
them.
mad, man.
Now we dropping them. Hold up. Let me get, because I never knew, man. I never knew. Let me run this. Let me run this for a little bit.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I never knew.
Yes,
Come on,
yes,
come on.
yes,
Yes, sir.
yes. Hey, get that magazine. Get that mag.
Hey
You
man,
won't be
I don't want to be
disappointed.
last this time. I'm trying to be first, man. I don't want to be last. I'm trying to be first.
You won't be disappointed. You know, it's a lot of hard work went into it. A lot, you know, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into making the product, man. That's all we could say. Salute everybody, you know, that participated in the magazine, you know, all the good guys that gave me that content, that sat down and took the time out of their schedule to do interviews. Like I said, we overseas with it. Okay. We big overseas with it. Everybody that took time out, that
Hey
believed in
man, hey,
what we
we
was
round the
doing.
world with it, man. Ain't no more local. Ain't no more just one country. It's round the world, bro.
It's and what's even better, I'm gonna tell you, when guys in your own area turn their back on you, and then you get guys that just step up and just fill that void like them motherfuckers never even was there in the first place. That's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Yes, sir, man. Hey man, yeah, like I told people, man, it ain't a gang, man. It's a brotherhood. It's a family, bro. It's a family, man. If you ain't get down, get the fuck from round, bro. We gonna steady move. The needle gonna keep moving. We ain't waiting for you to move. The needle gonna keep moving, bro.
Hey, it's gonna keep going.
Believe that, man. Believe that. 100% fact. Trouble over there breaking down a raw chicken wing right now. All you hear is bones crushing over there, man. He ain't number 10 months, guys. He ain't number 10 months.
Oh yeah, okay. Sign the first 20. So okay. See, I think that's more like do that. Get
Damn,
that.
what,
I don't
man?
want
Hey,
to
I
fuck
was
it
too
up.
late. Hey, man, y'all got to throw me in there
Get
because
that.
as soon as I heard it, I put the song on, man. As soon as I knew what was going on.
Get that.
I
That's what
hope
I'm
I'm in the
talking about.
first 20. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw how good the first one was. Y'all should be ordering 2 and 3 at a time.
5 at a time, 20. Say, hey man, what's the
You know
ticket
what I'm
on the
saying?
man? You know, I could get that. How many can I fit in that flat rate box? You know, let's fill that
I'm gonna
motherfucker.
send you my address later on your other number.
Yes, sir. You guys know what it is, man. You guys know what it is.
It's a good looking dog.
Man, that's a beautiful dog. And then I let y'all vote on that dog too, because I was kind of torn and I didn't want to play the DJ and just play the song I want to play, but you know, I want to play the song that everybody wanted to play. So, you know, y'all chose that dog. You know, the owner chose it to get that wonderful picture, to have that dog in that greater shape, you know, to where when I look at the picture, I automatically think magazine because that's what it is. That's what it was with the Marisol picture. You know, I didn't have a cover. And then one day I woke up and that picture was right there. And the first thing that came to my mind was magazine. Like, okay, that lets me know that quality is beyond other because I see thousands of pictures every day, you know, but for a picture to stand out, for you to think that highly of the picture, rather if it's old school, vintage look, you know, whatever it is, I think I'm gonna probably do a throwback vintage one next time, or maybe a couple down the road or something, depending on you know, what's going on. Because I like them little old school looking books too. But then you flip it open and it's a whole fresh flavor, you know. And yeah, we're gonna deep dive in, maybe do some issues that are really based on old shit or based on Eli dogs or based on Red Boy Jocko dogs. You know, there's many different ways that we can go about it. It's just the support that is the most important. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank everybody, man. I can't thank one at a time or two at a time. I'm thanking everybody. You get in the magazine, because we don't just go fuck it off. We don't fuck that money off. We put that shit into what we're doing. You know, we're trying to get volume 3 out of here. I want by the first week or two, I want to have all the funds from this magazine so that I can fund the next magazine. You know, I want 10 or 15 people, you know, wanting to put their stud up in there because they see how dope it is. They see other people's studs in there. They're like, damn, how the fuck? Well, shit, man, let me actually hit them up on that number so I won't keep missing out on shit. You know, how can I get my dog in there? You know, I got a wonderful story to tell about how I got in the game. You know, how can I do that so it'll be a good page? So not only do I get my signed book, but I'm in the motherfucking book. You know, so that's what it is, man. We just gonna keep growing, and the haters just gonna keep hating because they just can't figure it out. They write you off, and you just come up out the sewage. You know, and you're doing better than them. That's why they're mad. If they were doing better than you, they would be content, but they're not content because they're not doing better than you. So keep mashing on that gas, my brothers. Anything is possible. You know, Tulsa, okay. Okay. Ramadog 1. Hey, you can hit that link. We can talk about it. You can hit that link and come on up and talk about it, man. Because I love to hear your logic behind it. We talked about it in the mag.
We're gonna go ahead. You take a job, with you, ain't it?
Most likely, if they want to go, they could go. If not, they can't stay here. What's going on?
You dig? Oh yeah, that hate story, hey. But these are some clowns, though, Cleasy B. Because at least back in the neighborhood, you know, this motherfuckers you half-ass know. But these dudes, they think the internet is like word is bond and shit. Look, bro, it's what you do off of here that counts, man. Because everybody's living a good life on Facebook, bro. You know, Everybody's living a good life. Nobody's behind on child support. Everybody got, racks. Yeah, I mean, when we talk about social media, shit, anything could be possible. You got dudes they dog man and shit. Just because you could put a picture of a dog on here, you a fucking dog man. You got the best yellow dogs and shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, I've heard it all on this internet. Dudes want to catch fades that can't even fight. You could do all of that shit on the internet, dog. You could do all of that on the internet. Hey, Cleasy, because we know how this shit be, bro. Just be humble. If you fucked up, you fucked up. You feel me? The key is to get there and for it to be real and sustainable, not to fake that shit. And then when it's all said and done, you don't even got it. Motherfucker don't want to help you now because they thought you had it. Motherfucker don't want to help you. You've been lying and shit to motherfuckers and shit your whole life. Now you really fucked up. So now it's, you gotta tell these motherfuckers you broke, So then like that, nobody want to help you, bro. Because you've been lying the whole time. So be real with yourself. The problem with lying to yourself is, motherfuckers start believing that shit. You start believing that you really that guy. And then when we go look at the body of work, like I remember we used to go to the scrap yard, my grandpa and shit, back in the day, motherfuckers had trucks and shit, scrapping and shit. That shit probably ain't as common today. But, back in the 80s and early 90s and shit, I used to work with my uncles and shit. We just going around getting shit, we scrapping shit, throwing shit on the truck. And we supposed to go down to the spot. They gonna unload this motherfucker. And we gonna get paid for the recycling. They gonna recycle all this metal and shit. We got some copper up in there, some shit. And you don't work your motherfucking ass off. You hungry as a motherfucker. You think that you done made a nice lick, right? They put that motherfucker on the scale. You ain't made shit. You ain't made a motherfucking thing, man. Get back to work. You feel me? So you can't be thinking that you're doing good, man. You got to do good. You can't be thinking that you're painting the dogs in a positive light. You actually got to get out there and put that work in. You can't just be thinking that you got good dogs. You got to put in those years and cultivate your shit, or don't get mad. When they keep going to the guys that been in 20, 30 years, don't get mad. It ain't no need to get mad because you know that they deserve it. You don't deserve it. You just think you deserve it.
Damn right, bro. That's how the magazine look right there. That's the volume 2.
Oh, if I can get the same shit.
But I'm a dog, you know what I'm saying?
This is dog on the front.
Yeah, you guys will get into this then, man. Like I said, I don't want to say too much. I want people, at least my first people to dig in and feel the benefit of getting it first. So, I ain't gonna really disclose too much. As you can see, Mr. Floyd Bujo, he's one of the living legends. We were talking about him a lot today. And some of these dogs and stuff. There's a good one about hookworms that are definitely gonna help you out. If nothing else, that article right there is gonna help you out with the preventative measurements so that you won't contract, a bigger issue, that we're going to be covering in the later issues, because the regular remedy just for hookworms, it's gotten advanced. The strains have mutated since your regular treatments that you've been doing. A lot of you guys are probably losing animals, and we got the panels and stuff that's going to come in, and we're going to have those master classes where we're going to help you guys troubleshoot that shit too. But for the preventative measurements and stuff, that's a real good one. That John Hunch dog, you're going to be able to read about him and hear about his owner, and see some nice pictures and stuff about that dog. We always talk about the heat cycle in a dog, the 21-day heat cycle. Okay. I had to pull one of mine out, the King Buck. You could read a little bit about him, and many more. I can't just fill up the whole page. It's plenty more in there. Volume 3, Volume 4, we already putting shit together. There's shit that was on number one, that was supposed to be on number 1, that's on this one. There's stuff that was supposed to be on number 1 that's probably gonna be on number 3. There's stuff that was supposed to be on number 3 because I pulled 15 pages off out of here. As soon as I got to my 60, the last one was 52 pages. This one's 60 pages. So as soon as I got to my 60 pages, I was thinking, like, man, I said, man, I'm pulling 15 pages out. I pulled 15 pages out because I didn't want to be done. I was like, there's no way I could be done. There's no way. I got to put more work in. I want to work a little bit harder. I want to max out. You say what does it feel like when the dog peaks out, until where I was just totally exhausted. And just like, what? It is what it is. This is what it is. This is the product. This is what it is. I was satisfied. I got there. I got there. So I replaced those 15 with a fresh 15. Dug up a couple digging the crates. It's good to have digging the crate stuff that you can use. And now we here. Can't wait to get those copies out there overseas. I can't wait to keep having that love pouring in because we're showing love. We're showcasing what they got going on. They go through some of the same challenges that we go through on a day-to-day trying to own these dogs, and just knowing that it's a very small community of people that actually own these dogs and that are responsible that own these dogs. So y'all tap in, man. Tap in. We got really good things going on. I'm gonna get up off of here because I got a guest coming to the crib. It's gonna be real busy over here. We got a lot going on. And you guys stay up, keep doing the right thing. You can actually tap in. If you text me, you want the magazine, info on the magazine. If you didn't hit the link already, you can always text me and say you want the magazine. If you don't got the first one, shit, get both. I'll mail them both out at the same time. That's the beauty of it. We're always going to have back issues. Tap in with me. Let me see. Yo. Order up. Get them orders up. We out of here. Peace.